Hello everybody, welcome in. I hope you all are doing well today. I decided, let's go for another live on Sunday. I kind of forgot to say whether I would be doing one or not on the Friday stream, but it was a very busy stream, so I got a bit sidetracked with everything going on then. But yeah, usually Sundays tend to be a bit more chill, which is a nice change. But yeah, welcome in Liz and Hannah and Mandy, welcome Jasmine, Dawn, Leandri, Adele and Catherine, welcome. Right, so I've got two possible options I will do a little vote for, because I've got both of these planned as buddy colours with the lovely Steph on Instagram. So Ace of Wands is option 1 and 10 of Swords is option 2. So I'm just going to do a quick poll as people are joining in. Ace of, what was it? I can't remember what it was now. Wands. 10 of Swords. Cough is still here. Lost any sense of the chat in the middle of it and went to sleep. Honestly, it was a crazy stream. Fun though, really fun. Do I spot an ambiguous rodent? Yes we do. As we know, Lulu Mayo loves her ambiguous rodent. I didn't even notice that. Like, what is that? Anyone? I absolutely no idea. But yeah, so just come back to the options if you're just joining. I'll kind of flip between the two. Ace of Wands. So this goes for my Lulu Mayo scavenger hunt this month, or the prompt bird. And this one goes for the prompt rain. Option 1 and option 2. I feel like I'm at the opticians. Number 1, number 2. Anything I don't understand qualifies as hamster. You know what? Fair play. I mean, it's drawn kind of similarly to one that I've already coloured. Where is it? This one. It's kind of similar to this. I'm wondering if it's like a beaver. Its face looks the same to this, and that looks like a beaver to me because of the tail. So maybe it's an ambiguous beaver. Because that would veer on my Lulu Mayo page, and we still could not decide what certainly it was. That's why I typed it a guinea unihamster. Oh yeah, I did see your post. It's funny. The way he's looking up makes me think it's a beaver. Yeah, I think it might be. Hedgehog would be more spiky. Have we got a hedgehog? I have a feeling there's one. Yeah, hedgehog is definitely a lot more spikier the way she draws it. Hi Jeanette, welcome in. Beeve hamster. A beevster. It's a beevster. Beaver seems most likely. Yeah, I think because of how it's drawn, it does look pretty similar to, oh, and that one there, which again, beaver. I just colour them brown and be done with it. It doesn't really matter what it is at the end of the day. So we do seem to have quite a clear winner. Only 10 votes though. But yeah, we've got the Ace of Wands as an option to colour today, or the 10 of Wands. Hi Paulina, welcome in. Lovely to see you. Yeah, so I've got quite a lot of whips on the go, and if you want to see my list of pages, here it is. Once again, it's very long. I made this Thursday evening, which I usually make one with the final week to go of the month. So I'm almost done with one of them. I was colouring the Easter page before stream. I just need to do a bit of shading on the green of the page, And then hopefully we'll finish one of these Kawaii Tarot ones, which will be good. I'm not convinced I'm going to get them all done this month, but I'm going to try. Hiya Shell, welcome. And I'm planning on doing Whips of the Week uploaded tomorrow, because on Tuesday, announcement, you may have seen this on Zuvera Art's channel, because we're doing a kind of collab live stream, day of streaming together, where she's going to be streaming from, oh, what time is it? 10 till 2 for my time. I'm going to go by my time. She's streaming 10 till 2 and I'm doing 2 till 6, so we're each streaming 4 hours. We're going to tag team it and see how many whips we can get done, because she also did a little little list like this and said, oh, should we do a day of live stream? And I was just like, that sounds fun. So we're doing 4 hours each. Yeah, I'm working Tuesday morning, but I'll be back by 2 PM for sure. Probably a bit earlier than that anyway. Well, if I'm running a bit behind, I'll just say to Vera, carry on a bit longer, please. But yeah, I'm going to try and pick some pages that will be relatively simple finishes and see how many I can get done. But yeah, you'll see all of them tomorrow in the video. Hi Shell and hi Monkey Police, welcome. I'm now dreading shading my capybara because the last one ended up looking like he took a punch to the nose. Oh bless. Oh bless. Fun, fun. Gonna have to try and catch both. Yeah, so it's gonna be pretty much during the whole day if you're in Europe. So she's, yeah, hers starts, it's 11 till 3 her time, which is 10 till 2 my time. And honestly, we got so confused with each other. She was like, I start at 11, which will be 12 for you. And I was like, okay, yeah, so that means I start at 4. And then I was like, hang on, no, we've got it the wrong way round. You're 1 hour ahead of me. And we were both just like, what's going on? Right, I think we do have our definite winner, the 10 of Swords, which is good because I feel like I have a bit more of a plan for this. I picked this book out the other night to try and colour, and I was like, right, let's do the Ace of Wands. I really struggle with these mountains, but I've done a few pages in this book already with the mountains, and I just kind of pick a colour scheme. I pick a bunch of greens and just kind of alternate the colours, and it turns out quite nice actually. I did enjoy, like this one I think looked even better with just the kind of gradient of greens. So I think I'll probably do that here. Blue for the water. It's the trees as well that are kind of stylised and confusing for me. So the 10 of Wands wins as one today. I feel like that works out well for me. Right, let me grab... Oh, I just remembered. I took a picture earlier, edited it, and forgot to send it. Thing is, I'll take a couple of pictures at the same time, edit them both, and I'll send one and then I'll forget to send the other one. Adele will know what I'm on about. I took a picture weeks ago to send to her, and just forgot, not weeks, about a week ago. This is for the 26 letters. Send it. Finished a few days ago, but forgot to take a pic. There we go. Now I'm up to date with everything I need to do. Less of my chatting and colouring is dangerous. I just spent 10 minutes shading my tree with the wrong colour. What colour did he use? Yeah, so that live stream is going on Tuesday, and I will schedule it after today. I think Vera's already scheduled hers. But yeah, this evening I'll schedule it, ready to go. I gotta say, this book, it really feels like it's filling up now. I'm gonna give you a quick cheeky flip. Because, well, I'm tracking at the back how many of the minor arcana cards I've got left. I'm really slacking with the major ones, but that's okay. We'll get to it when I get to it. But these, I've got 14 of these larger ones and 8 of the smaller ones. So yeah, got one there, King of Swords, Knight of Swords and Page of Swords. and very few where I don't have a colour palette already kind of picked out for me. This one I'm saving for the end because it's probably my favourite. So that one will be done in a while. Both of those two done. All four of these I've been saving up for summer. I'm hoping to get something from here done next month. Maybe this one with the mermaid, or this one. Yeah, we got this one. That's a nice kind of summery one. In fact, actually, might want to do this as it's got seaweed in. Both of those, probably save those till summer. I'm not going to colour them for don't want to colour them all for a mermaid. I've got that planned as a buddy colour, so then that one won't be too tricky to finish off after the fact. Both of these haven't been done yet. That's another one of my favourites that I haven't coloured, so I'm kind of saving that one too. And then 8 of Coins has its colour palette already ready, so that will be nice and quick to finish. And I do have a prompt in mind, probably later on during the year, to go for that. Ace of Coins, I want to do this one next month because it's got an elephant. It's one of the few pages that I've got remaining that has an animal that I haven't done as a prompt yet. Not too bad, I just used the mid colour instead of the dark shade. Oh, easy. So, I mean, you can sorry, you can go over it with the darker shade anyway. Better to start lighter than start darker. These are all done. Very satisfying to have a bunch in a row. And I got 3 at the start. This one I quite like. I'm looking forward to doing that one. Yeah, I feel like I'm really on track. As well, I've got this one, 3 more to do this month. So then that'll be 2 of those. No, 3 of those. So 11 and 8. And how many months have we got left of the year? Is it 9? How many months have we had? We're in April. It's 8. 8 months. So 1 of those. And then yeah, getting close. I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, the major arcana ones, which I'm doing by myself. See, elephant also works for this, so if there's a month to get this done, it's this one. I just have no idea for the colour scheme. And I did even look up the Kawaii Tarot deck flip through to see that, and the card is completely different. It's just got the elephant and some flowers on it, and it's actually really pretty. But yeah, I don't know why. I think I want to go traditional. I say traditional circus colours. Do circuses have traditional colours? To me, red, blue, yellow. So I think I'll probably do that for here. And then this one is really easy. That would take, I don't know, an hour. There's barely anything to colour because most of it is a black background, so that will be fine to catch up with. So this was meant to be January's. That was February. This is March. That's April, and this is May. So I could get those 2 done for next month, and then do these 2 for May, then I would be caught up. Ooh, not for May, for June. And then these 2, do that one and that one for July, then I would be caught up. Yeah. But getting there. Getting there. Right, we are doing the 10 of Swords. Let me end this poll. Oh, sorry, Paige, welcome in. By the way, we are doing the 10 of Swords. Yeah, the other option was the Ace of Wands. So I'll be doing that. Hopefully in my own time next week. Right. Let's grab some pencils. I know for a fact I used Artex here. For some reason I didn't save my colour combos, and I don't know why, because I almost always do, and this wasn't exactly a old page I did this, actually it was quite a while ago, January of last year. Right, let's grab my Artex case. Deep. So I probably, my idea, so I'm going to talk you through my idea. I don't know why, but I see this cake stand as yellow, and that's what I want to do, and that's what I'm going to do. And I'll probably have green as more of like a little accent colour, so this little crock will be green, maybe some of the cases will be green, and then have the blue colour. Yeah, have the blue, pink, green make up the kind of cakes that we've got going on here. And then I want to do like a dark background. Don't know if I want to do black, and then that would kind of match there. I would do that with pencils though, because any kind of markers will bleed through, even water-based ones. But I can use pencils, and then maybe like a dark, I'm thinking like dark black or like a dark bluish colour. There is a sun here, so maybe I go for more like a stormy grey blue. Right, let me grab my swatch book. Oh, go on. There we go. Hi Roslyn, welcome. Just lurking, no worries, lurk away. Oh, sorry, I just got reminded. I will show you the finished Boule de Poire page that I was doing Friday night, because I finished it off and I love it. I didn't really do much more pencil. I added a bit more to the greenery at the bottom, and I also went over the outlines of the wheat with a green, but I didn't really add any more to the gradient. I realised, yeah, it actually looks quite good. Sometimes when you're staring at it for so long, you judge it and then, no, it's okay. And then I added extra gold dots. There were a few dots in the background, but I added extra, and I also outlined the circle with gold and also the butterflies. That was with a gold signo. Oh, shiny. But yeah, I love how that turned out. And I put all the pencils I used in the description of the live stream, so then I don't have to bother putting it on a piece of paper. I could just refer back to the live stream to go there. But I'd probably also remember, used barely any pencils, so that was good. But yeah, I think it would look really nice with matching colours here. Sort of the pinks and greens, pink dress. Not sure what I'd do for the background, probably something different, but yeah. I loved colouring that on live on Friday. Oh, sorry for the coughing. Hiya Can, welcome in. Lovely to see you. Popped in to say hello as you lurk as well. No worries. Hello to all the lurkers out there. Thank you for being here. Right. I might need to get out this paper and swatch some of these out so I can get matching colours. I don't know what to start with. Hi Kimberlyn, welcome. I have decided I am doing the Ten of Swords today, as helped decide by your votings. Right, I'm kind of just staring and don't know where to start. Do you ever do that where you're like, okay, I've got a plan, but then you just kind of stare and you're like, what do I do now? Hi Emma, just working on some May pages before you go away. Amazing. Lovely to see you. Right, yellows. Start with the yellows. I think it looks like, I'm gonna get the swatch book on screen so you're not looking at nothing. No doubt you are using the same colour scheme. Yes, but just kind of applied in a different way. I'll pick out the same colours. It's going to definitely have a lot less green on that one. But yeah, I'm going to do a yellow cake stand, use the green, the blue and the pink, and probably a bit of brown in places for the cakes on the cake stand. And the background I haven't decided on yet, but yeah. I didn't, which is unlike me, as you know. And I didn't colour this like that long ago. It was January last year, but oh well. I think I can match them. I know I used Artex, and I think I can do it. So I think it looks like light yellow, and I don't know, canary yellow? There is canary yellow. I know, very unlike me. I think what it was because this was so, I don't know, stylised, like you got the bamboo, I thought, oh, I'll probably do something different for the next page. But I haven't done that anywhere else, so I think it would look weird now. Right, I think that looks right. Canary yellow and light yellow. Then for the pink, I think that's rose red and I don't know if it's pink or Baker Miller pink. I'll try both. Definitely that one. Definitely not that one. Where's my pink? Oh, it's an old page, it's from September 2025. Yes, it was not that long ago. January 2025. I mean, it's all I don't know what the word is. Perspective? Yeah, that's it. So that's magenta and pink for the pink combo. The other one was not magenta, that's rose red. Rose red and Baker Miller pink. Then the blue, it's kind of a aquary blue, a bit of a weird blue that I used, for me, that is. Not a weird blue in general, just unusual for me. Relative, yeah, it's all relative, that's the word I was looking for. As well, if you've been colouring for a year, then yeah, September was a long time ago, but if you've been colouring 4 years, no, not that long ago. It does look like the cobalt, I think light aqua and jade blue, I think it is. You've done the Robin Hood page already, amazing Emma, love that. Yeah, that's definitely it. Yep. So that is jade blue and light aqua for the blue. And the green, I have a feeling I layered a bunch of greens for this bamboo. First tried colouring July 2025, so yeah, September was probably quite a while ago. What I mean by, it wasn't that long ago, is I've done pages in here that were from 2024, 2023, I even think. Yeah, that was 2024, so that was a long time ago. What was the first one I did? It was this one, 2023, so yeah. That's kind of what I meant by, oh, it wasn't that long, like, because I think from last year I was like, okay, I'm going to complete this as a project book. You're trying to figure out my colour combo. Guess the colours. Hiya, Athelina? Please correct me if I'm wrong. Athelenovina? Did you do this on stream or content? This was coloured in January last year. Sorry, I'm colouring this on, but I'm trying to match the colours because that's what I like to do. I like to have my colour pages be matchy-matchy. Right, the greens. I'm thinking, don't know what I'm going to use, but these leaves are definitely dark green and grass green. Is Atheline, thank you. Welcome in. Lovely to see you. Didn't get a proper colouring book and pencils till end of August. Maybe it wasn't grass green, or maybe it's grass green and then something else. Pea green? Apple green? I don't know. Yeah, that looks better. And then I think maybe a bit apple green as well. Alright, I've got some pencils saved. Need to remember to put them back. So good if you did it and posted it, I could look back and get the colours for you. I don't know if I posted this one, but it's all good. I'm matching, it's going well. I think that looks about right. I used a variety of greens there. My brain just went pea green. I was like, that's not supposed to be a colour. Yeah, please no pea green. Don't pee on your greens. Right, and then greys will be easy to match. Will it? I've got to say, the Artex greys are very limited. Yeah, so that's 70% and 50% it looks like. And even a bit of 20%. Maybe only a tiny bit, 20%. Yeah. So that's all the cool greens for the grey. And then the browns looks like light umber, camel, iron oxide brown. Which are all the pencils I've used. This is the 126 set. So that's my in-laws cats, oh dear. Come on, there we go. Yep, perfection. Okay, I'm going to write these down for my own help. So, got canary yellow and light yellow, then rose red and pink. Sometimes I find having a little cheat sheet like this, if I'm wondering about what colour was the darkest, because sometimes they don't look it. It just makes it a bit easier for me. Jade blue, light aqua, then around the right way. There we go. Dark green, grass green. And then pea green and apple. I ain't bothering to write down the greys, but I'll do the browns. Actually, I'll just put 70%. Where's my other brown? There it is. Iron oxide. Light umber and camel. There we go. That's the basic colour palette for this page. Ignore the first swatch of pink, but yeah, everything else is good. Right, we can get to colouring now. Only took half an hour. I literally have the whole yard and still like to go in my mother-in-law's flower pots. Little menaces, oh dear. Growth. Right, let's move these to the side. Right, little sharpening session, so we're all ready to go. Yeah, at the start of this year I was like, I think I can get Kawaii Tarot done, but you never quite know because it is a lot of pages per month. And now that I'm actually a third of the way through the month, I'm feeling more confident. I feel like, yes, I can actually do it. I don't know, maybe it's just teaching me that if I give myself a hard goal like this, and I did the same with 50 mythical miniatures, I was like, I might finish it, I probably won't, and I ended up finishing it in October. So if I do give myself these goals, I can actually achieve them if I put my mind to it. Always watch your live streams back, but actually caught you today. Lovely to have you in the actual live, Emma. Dum 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 dum. Almost there. That was fine. Just the greys. Right, let's go. Starting with the yellow for the cake stand. I think I can zoom in a tiny bit. Come on. Yeah, there we go. A little bit more zoomed in. Thought about finishing my mythical miniatures in this year, but since now 26 letter challenges is going on, I'm prioritising that. Fair enough. Not like they're going anywhere. Can always come back to the mythical miniatures. Still got in my brain the how many camellia pages I can colour in a day. I'm going to see if I can do it in May. Not sure when, but I'll see. Sometimes I want to colour something else other than camellia's work. 1 per week is quite enough for me. Yeah, that one works out quite nicely, and they are really quick wins. They're the sort of pages where once you've come up with a colour palette, they come together really easily. I really struggled with the elephant one, because the way I've been coming up with my colour palettes is searching for the animal and colour palette and seeing what comes up on Pinterest. And the elephant ones were all just like greys and neutral colours, and I was like, I don't want neutral colours. So I ended up being more inspired by a little cute reference picture rather than a specific colour palette. I kind of just made it up, to be honest, that one. I just did my own thing. But I haven't done any of the Zodiac miniature ones for this month, because I'm still not sure about colour palettes for them. If anyone knows of specific colours for the Chinese zodiac signs, let me know, or knows of a resource that I can look, because I search for colours for each Chinese zodiac and so many things come up because the colours seem to change every year. Like you have specific lucky colours for your sign depending on the year, so I don't know whether to go based on that for like this year, or look at, say, the lunar colouring book which has colours in it, or if I just want to do my own thing and say F it. But I just can't decide. I do like the idea of having sort of a challenge in terms of colours, like I did with the zodiac signs, and having one which is, because I'm doing it's the chibi zodiac signs and the Chinese animals for the second year of doing it, and I can't quite decide. I think I might come up with some colour palettes for that and do it on Tuesday, because those will be relatively quick, easy wins. Maybe if I colour the background before the live stream or something like that, then they'll still class as whips. Done 6 in 4 months, so that's alright for me. No, that is good. That is good. I mean, more than one a month. It's making good, steady progress. I mean, completing one of Camellia's 50 miniature books in 1 year is such a undertaking. As well, just over 4 a week. Not a week, bloody hell, that would be a lot. Just over 4 a month. So you've got 52 pages. 4 times 12 is... Wait, no. What? Can I do maths? 4 times 12... Yeah, it is 48. So you'll have to start off the first half of the year doing 5 a month, and then you can switch doing 4. So 4 or 5. it's first time here, I'm lurking but wanted to introduce myself. Welcome Kim, lovely to have you here. Thank you for joining and popping in and saying hi. Normally a night owl and watch Amy Ward Art, and I've seen you on there, Jess. I watched back your videos and really enjoy them. Caught the charity stream once and loved it. Oh, thank you, Athleen. Or Athleen? Athleen. Thank you. I tend to pop in for an hour, half an hour for Amy's lives before I go to bed and say hi. Because when she's live is usually when I'm like winding down for the evening. Elephant colour palette was easy for me because I spinned a 12 pencil set, so not much choice. So happy with the greys I managed though, because there was no grey. Nice. I've been bad at keeping up with that group chat, I'm afraid. But yeah, it's a great group, like seeing how differently everyone interprets the same page. I think especially when you've got something as almost like predictable as an animal. Sometimes it can seem like quite obvious to you how to colour it, but then to other people they interpret it in a completely different way. And that is the joy of buddy colours. Might do more if you do your Camellia Hill Day stream, because I want to try a Mythical Minis marathon as well. Yeah, that would be fab. I recommend doing some prep beforehand. Like not much, just like think of colour palettes for the pages you want to do, and then it's just a matter of pulling out your colours and colouring away. It just makes it a lot easier or quicker or manageable if you start with a plan. Yeah, my goal for that day-long stream is to colour in every single one of my Camellia books, and I do have quite a lot. In fact, how many do I have? Just reaching down, grabbing my phone, checking my app. Bookshelf app, that is. Shelves, books, search, filter by author. Angel Cova. I have 12. So I'll probably do the 26 letter miniature that week. I'll probably try and do both the Zodiac themed miniatures. And then, oh no, I have 12, but technically only 11 that are colourable, because one of them's complete. So that makes it a little bit easier, only 11. And my secondary goal is to try and get a title page and a main page done in each of the books. I think that would be good. Maybe for the books that I have done a title page, skip that one, skip that title, and then try and prioritise the rest. Because I've got a list at the back of my journal for this year, where I think it was in January or something, I went through and thought it would be great if I could do all of the title pages from all of my Camellia books, all of my Hannah Carlson books, and Maria Troll books. And as you can see, I haven't done too much. Although I think I have done something else. Have I? No, I haven't actually. I'm just lying. But yeah, some of them are already done. Luna's all done. I think that's when I decided, oh, let's do that. But the idea is that whenever I colour in one of these books, to try and go back and do the title pages as well. I just haven't coloured in any of them so far. Hi Michelle, welcome, lovely to see you. Got 3 in your charity whole day stream, but I was quite sleep deprived, and also like it was such a amazingly chaotic day as well. So it's hard to kind of, and it is much harder to colour lots if you're also actively getting involved in chat. I have a much slower pace of colouring when I'm on live, because things like that you get distracted by different things. But I can still chat and colour at the same time, because I can talk and colour at the same time, but I can't talk and type. So often I'll be lurking in others' live streams, but if I'm like really focused on completing a page, I just won't chat for a while. I'm still there, and every now and then I'll be like, oh, I want to comment on something, so do a little type. Got 6 pages to do in Woodland Miniatures. Amazing, Emma. So close to being done. You could whack that out in a day, I'm sure. It's really nice when you get to that kind of final stretch pages. I'm getting so close to finishing Lost and Found by R.J. Hampson, and also Matchstick Mouse Adventure. Got 3 pages left in Lost and Found and 6 in Matchstick Mouse Adventure, and oh, it just feels so good. Oh, just dropped a load of pencils. It's only the grey ones. Oh. There we are. Yeah, so satisfying seeing a book almost completed. But I think I could finish 6 this year, which is crazy. And I'll also be very close to finishing another one in 2027, because Pocket Fairy Tales is pretty close to completion. Hi, I was about to say Brooke, but that's not your name, it just says booked for colouring. I glanced and I was like, Brooke. Hello, welcome in. What is your name? What do we call you? Have I chosen a date for the stream yet? No. And let me look at my calendar. I think it could be someone in the middle of the month, but it will definitely be a Sunday because that works well for me. Potentially the 17th or the 24th. Those are my 2 dates, because I don't think I will want to do it. Oh, I can't do it next weekend because I've got my members live, and I can't do it the weekend after because I'm having a colouring day with Zoe. So yeah, the 17th or the 24th. One of those. Love this idea about the title pages. Yeah, I've got a hashtag this year. Hashtag tackle the title pages. Try and colour as many title pages as you can in the year. My goal is 52. And I'm not doing so well. I've got a spread in my journal for it. In fact, I've done 2 more that I need to add. So I can do that here. Where is it? Got 52 title pages in 2026. And the idea of 52 is 1 per week. Yeah, I'm not on track. This was March's and I had done 9, so that was just under 3, 1 per week. But what have I done recently? I did Escape to Oz. Oh yeah, and Fairy Tales and Folklore. I'm gonna do more. But say on the Camellia live stream, there's a good chance that I could get like 5 or 6 done in 1 day, because they are nice and simple. What was the other one I said? Escape to Oz. There we go. 2 more to add to the list. Where am I putting this? Oh, over there. Hi Adriana, welcome. You're lurking colouring in Hannah Carson's Seasons. Amazing. It's been such a long time since I coloured in that book. I don't know, it's been a while since I've coloured in any Hannah Carson's. I think when I did my quarterly recap I hadn't coloured in any of them. I hadn't coloured a single Hannah Carson page. But I've got... Hopefully I'm finishing 1 for sure this month from Magical Dawn. And then also I've got another one planned for next month. That'll be 2. Alright, got 70% cool grey here. I love when Lulu Mayo in this book, she represents the suit with different objects, so like the swords are little knives. She's done it How else has she done it? They're all swords, they're all swords. Has she done anything else? No. She's done other like creative things like that though. Like with the cups, it'll be like a teacup. Although this one doesn't have a single cup on it, and I'm like, where's the cups, love? This one does in the windows. Yeah, sure. Yeah, like the Ace of Cups, it's got one teacup. There you go. The coins sometimes like added onto different objects. And then the wands, like here, they're lollipop sticks, which is really fun. So yeah, I like her extra creativity within here. Oh, that one is like 2 tree trunks. They're representing the wands. Oh, that could go. How do you get so many pages done? I get one done maybe every 2 months. I colour every single day, and they're not all complicated pencil pages. I also didn't used to colour this much in a month. I've become quicker. I also have a lot of free time. I do work, but it's part-time, and I work 3 days a week in the mornings, so it means that even on the days I work, I still have time and energy to colour in the evenings, whereas I used to not have that when my previous job. Yeah, doing things like 10, 20 alcohol marker pages in a month can really boost your complete total. Doing things like basing helps speed up the process. Lots of different ways to speed up things, and also you colour at your own speed. Like I have not coloured nearly as much as I have done at the start of this year. Just finished my 40th page, which still is a lot, and I do recognise and appreciate that, but compared to my totals previously for this month, it's been on an upwards trajectory and then it's go down. But I had a week where I was not well, and so that influences the total. I've done a lot of colour by numbers this month during that week where I wasn't well, and some simpler pages. I don't know how many more I'll get done, but actually, to be fair, with the colour by numbers added to the total, because so far I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 colour by number pages to add to 40, that's 54. I'll probably do another 10-ish. So I'll probably be pretty close to February's total actually. So somehow it just weirdly happens. Even in the months where things go wrong, it still somehow comes out. But if I compare that to last year's journal and the number of pages I did in a month there, you can see I started the year 36, 25, 38. This is when I just started my job as a carer and I was getting used to things, and then it started getting up towards the sort of 50 mark, 49, 42, 43, 49. 76, that was the month I did how many pages, and sorry, I was reading the comment and also thinking of what I wanted to say at the same time. I did a lot of pages because I did how many Lonely Pumpkin pages could I colour in one day, and that was 15, I think, or 13. I think it was 15, yeah. And then I also did 12 pages from 50 mythical miniatures, so that was an extra 27 pages on top of like what I would normally do. Can I ask a question for everyone today? Oh, hi Dawn, welcome back. Jess colours a lot because she's fast and has a lot of time to colour. What is the virtue of finishing a lot of pages? Is a virtue. Yeah. What is the benefit? There's none. Like, I always say, like, I feel sad when people compare, because yes, I finish a lot, but I have so much free time. I have very low commitments. I don't have kids. I don't live in a house by myself. I get very hyper-focused on colouring. When you see my day-long live streams, they're not an extra challenge to me, that is just my normal day, except I'm live streaming. Like, I was having this thought to myself earlier this month. I was like, well, I'm not going to get as much done this month because I was ill for a week and I coloured less during that week. But I don't feel bad for myself even slightly, because even comparing to yourself of like how many pages you've done, like there's always other hidden statistics behind it. Like February and March, I had a week off in each of those months, so that was extra colouring time. Or sometimes you might have plans and you go out and that's less colouring time. Like, there's swings and roundabouts to everything. And at the end of the day, as long as you enjoy what you're doing, that's the main thing. And yeah, comparing yourself to others just is the thief of joy. It really is. Comparison is but the thief of joy. Compare yourself to yourself, but even then, still give yourself grace, because it's a hobby. Hobby is fun. Hobby is fun. It's a very easy way to measure progress, and people like measures and numbers. That's not asking about Jess finishing a lot of pages. I just wonder why we see finishing a lot as a good thing. Yeah, it is weird. Like, I think we see it as a good thing because it's impressive. It's a lot. Like, a big number makes you feel impressed. It's the same as like someone finishing a marathon in 2 hours. Like, that's impressive because that's quick. Like, just big, seemingly unachievable numbers are just impressive to us, as I think, as a human species. I think of other people. I think of Rachel Henderson, who can colour 100 pages in a month, and like, to me, I'm like, oh, I think maybe one day I could do that, but it's not necessarily a goal of mine or something I could ever see myself finishing per se, but that's impressive. But I don't think, oh, why can't I? Like, because what's the point of that? Just enjoy yourself. Right, I've kind of coloured the easy bits now. Now I've got to make colouring decisions. I'm going to do one more easy bit, the crocodile. I wanted to colour today, so my husband started panicking that his dad is coming over and our apartment's a mess. Guess which one of us cleaned toilets, sinks, kitchen counters, mopped floors, folded laundry, emptied bins, and who took out the trash. Ugh. Yeah, sounds like you need to shift your responsibilities there. If he's worried, he should be doing it. Some colouring communities bond by colouring same themed type pages each month. There are a lot, but you can do as many or as little as you want. I have maybe 500 colouring books and I want to colour them all, but scared to destroy one page lol. That is such a relatable feeling. But you got to think to yourself, why did you buy those books? Did you buy them because you like the art and you want to appreciate the art as is? If so, fair play. Like, don't feel the need that you have to colour in something just because. But did you buy them to colour in? To enjoy colouring in them? If that's the answer, then just do it. One of my favourite sayings that I like to tell people is not every page can be your favourite. I flipped through this book and there are some pages I do not like. Not at all. Not because of the artwork, because of how I coloured it. And that's okay. Not every page can be your favourite. If it did, it would be really boring. If every page was your favourite, then yeah, that would just be boring. Having some you like more than others, some you feel just fine about, it's perfectly natural. Very relatable. I have one book where I started one page, made a mess, and can't bring myself to continue it. Yeah, that's also another struggle. And you've got a whip and think, well, I need to finish this, but oh, I don't want to do it. I have two pages which I kind of abandoned forever, and I don't think I'll ever return to. One's in Enchanted Forest and one's in Gnome Sweet Gnome. Because sometimes you get to a point in the page and you're like, I hate this, I can't be bothered to try and fix it. Life's too short sometimes to try and fix a page that you're not enjoying. Just turn the page and move on. That's another saying. If you don't like a page, just turn it over and move on to the next one. If every page is a favourite, none is a favourite. Exactly. Exactly. If every page is a 10, then it means that none of them are great. They're all the same. If everything's good, then nothing is good. If every page is your favourite, you'd never learn or progress skill. Yeah. I find that I learn more from the things that I don't like that I've done than the things that I do. Because sometimes I'll look at a page that I like and I'm like, why do I like it? I don't really know. What did I do that was special about this? And I can't really put it to words. But if I do something and I don't like it, and I can say, I don't like that because of this, I know not to do it again, or to try to not to do it again. And I learn more from that, and I learn more quickly than by something being good and that I'm happy with. And it's all so subjective as well. What one person likes, another person may hate. What one person hates, another person may look at it and go, that's the best thing I've ever seen. That little alligator is cute, and I think Lulu Mayo needs to include more alligators in her pages. She does every now and then, but yeah, he's a little cutie. They do pop up every now and then. I think I've done it as a prompt before, have I? I'm using my phone for that. I've got a note with all of the prompts I've used in the past. Maybe I haven't. No, I haven't. I could have sworn I had. Right, that's going on the list of prompts to do in the future. Coming to a prompt near you. She definitely does include them. There we go. That will be a later date. Really glad I challenged myself to use different materials and 26 letters, because I loved it so far, and I just know I wouldn't have touched some of them for a while if not for the challenge. Yeah, that is the beauty of it. And I think the kind of nice thing about it being two people deciding on the pages, it means that it's not all just... Sometimes we won't pick pages that aren't our favourites, but it might be someone else's favourite, so to have two people picking pages I think is a nice way to keep it fresh. And I also am looking at some pages and I'm like, oh, that would make a really good one for the autumn season, or a nice summery one. So it's not necessarily that I'm avoiding it, but it's like, I've got it in mind for a future date. It's like I wanted something that was a underwatery creature for this month for mermaid, so picked the axolotl because I thought that was a good option. If you're wondering what we're on about, I'm going to grab it because I did the post today, and I'll show you what letters we've got picked for, what's the month? May. So the first one for April was this one. You're getting a sneak peek into my completed pages. So I picked that one, then Yolanda picked the jellyfish to go for Yolanda and Jess, which I loved. And for these, on all of the letters, this one turned out so smooth. But I'm using the Languo Shiny Style glitter gel pens, so they're fun. Then I picked Rabbit, because I thought bunnies and Easter, that works. Yeah, again, nice pink for that one. And then Yolanda picked Elephant. So that was for week 4. And then this week, or this week coming, is kind of a catch-up week or a break week. Just so that there's no more than 4 per month. But yeah, shiny. I was umming and ahhing for ages whether to do it blue to match the elephant or pink to match the ears and the succulents down here. But because I'd just done the rabbit, which was also pink, I was like, I don't want to use pink again. And I spent so long going, okay, I'm going to do blue. No, I'm going to do pink. And I was just, I'm in an argument. And then for May, Oh, I've got to remember now, what did Yolanda pick? I'll know it when I see it. I know one of them, but I know that's it. She picked Monkey, so that's for the first week of May. And then I picked, I remember, Dragon, because I thought with the daffodils it's kind of a spring-like page. Get that done before the end of spring. And then Yolanda picked Iguana, which is one I would not have picked. So it's kind of nice that she picked it. And then for the final week we've got Axolotl, which I thought that was a good one for sort of bringing up the rear of Mermaid. And then we don't know what's for June yet. We have not got that far. But yeah, that's the idea is that we do 4 a month, and that will have us finished by the end of October if you keep up. And we've got a few catch-up weeks sprinkled in throughout. Hi Millie, welcome. Lovely to see you. Alright, so I've done him green. I'm going to do... Whenever I see a macaron, I just want to do it pink. So that's what I'm doing. Pink or like a pale yellow. That's what I think of first for macarons. Do I know what I'm doing? No. Is it fun to find out? Yes, exactly. And I love how in the 26 letters group we've also got like the side challenge of, I think it was Shannon came up with 26 different prompts, which has been fun seeing different people interpret them. What's been so far? It was glitter for E. I think rainbow outline was for the rabbit. What's the other one? What was J? Denim, a denim effect, and that was really cool to see everyone's different interpretations of it. I'm just jumping on board with the challenge. My unpopular dessert opinion, macarons are overrated. For me they taste like soap. Maybe you've just tried the wrong flavours, Adele. Because I love a macaron, I do. When I went to Disneyland Paris last, they had macarons at a buffet, and I was just like, I am loading up on these. My cousin also decided to buy a pack of macarons for us to share. And I was like, I'll have what's ever left over. I don't mind. Because I knew there were a lot of money, and I was like, that's a lot of money for you to spend on us. But I do love a little macaron. They're very much a treat thing though. I mean, I'll eat them if they're around, but they're pretty far down on my dessert list. Yeah, I mean, they're just so expensive for what they are, usually. But I do like it. Right, more colour decisions. The question is, do I do it so like each tier is a different colour, like a different main colour, or do I do it so the colours are spread around evenly? Because with these little characters, they're the kind of like cartoony style that it doesn't really matter what colour you do it. So I'm thinking, like, because I did this pink, do I go for a pink tier and then a blue tier and a green tier, and then I'll have accents of those colours throughout? Go tiers. And by having these colours, I'd probably do them just for the cases. So like this macaron and then the 2 cases. And then thinking that guy's going to be brown. Do you guys have like a colour you always use for a Lulu Mayo bunny? Because I do. And it might sound strange, but whenever I see a Lulu Mayo bunny done in this stylised way, I tend to make it yellow. I'm going to flip through and I'm going to find all colours of the rainbow now. Yellow, that's number 1. Yellow, number 2. Any more bunnies? No. Oh, these were pink. Shocking, but it's because I'd done these flowers yellow, so I was like, I can't do them yet. Yellow or pink tends to be my go-to. One of those 2 colours. These are white, a bit different. Yellow number 3, yellow number 4, yellow number 5. No bunnies on either of them. Yellow number 6 and number 7. Yeah, this is proving number 8. I didn't quite realise that's another pink one, so that's the second pink I've done. These will probably be yellow. That could work, but you have green on the bottom one levels, so that'd be the only place you have a non-tier colour, will be weird. The thought is to bring in those colours also around, so say the wrappers are pink, then I'll do a yellow bunny, because duh. And then probably leave the pandas white, just for a bit of contrast. And then say on this tier, I don't know what else I'd bring in green, but for me, this isn't necessarily green, this is neutral. It's just the colour of a crocodile. I don't know. I'm just going to commit. Sometimes I just need to commit to the idea I have. I'll use different colours on the sprinkles and things like that. So that will make it interesting. Or more interesting. Yeah, because depending on the image, sometimes I see green as a neutral, like browns and greys. Because either it's like the colour of an animal or it's a colour of leaves. So that's a neutral, just added bonus tone for me. Light blue for you. Oh, Betty, you just received your 26 alphabet book. So cute. I did the title page. Would you like to join our group? If so, just send me a DM and I will add you. I did put out the prompts today. I just want to use your colour schemes in this book now. Every time you flip it, that's what I think. You are too kind. There are some colour schemes that I really do love, and some where I'm like, if I were to colour this book again, I would definitely not do that. But that's okay. And it's like, I've tried to be quite different with all of the colour schemes, which I think you can see. Like, I do have my favourite colours, but in terms of how the colour scheme's been put together, like, I'm thinking of, where is it? This one. I would not colour that page like that again. I just am not a fan with how it turned out. I think I could have done a lot better, but I like it on this page, and that's what I based it off. But yeah, I just think I could have done better. I probably wouldn't use this orange, yellow, pink colour scheme again, but it was fun. I love this colour scheme. Loved that. I liked this page, but I didn't necessarily like how this one turned out. This was quite a bold colour scheme that I don't usually go for, but that was fun as well. And I like these, the pinks and blues. Yeah, fun. This one's going to be quite a challenge for me to bring over to the others. I know it was Black Widows, and I know it was based off a Colour Cube palette actually. But that's quite an old one, so I hadn't written down the colours. But I'm pretty sure I'll be able to match them pretty easily. Like, there's not too many colour combos in that. Pink rabbit and green cupcake. I could do that for up there. Hi Elisa, joining in whilst colouring yourself. getting a head start on one of the many mermaid pages I plan to do. Yeah, I've got a few planned. I'm trying not to go too crazy. I always, every year, colour a page in Sirens du Monde and a million mermaids. So that's a priority. And then I have 2 other pages that I definitely want to do. One of them is the Selkie from Magical Creatures and Mythical Beasts by Fabiana. I really want to do that one. And the other one is finally finishing off my whip in Mythic World of Iara, the Siren. So those are my priorities. The rest, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But I do try and challenge myself to colour a few mermaids. You'd love that, thank you. Yeah, send me a DM and I will do that after stream. And ask what you use for the gold frames around the page. I'm not doing a good job lurking. You absolutely can ask. I have my example here because you can see I used it all up. It is the Gansai Tambi. I will show you the packaging. The Gansai Tambi Starry Colours. This one right here, and it's the shade, or the colour 903 Yellow Gold. So I'm on my second one. I bought 2 as backups. I managed to find them on a site called Budley Crafts here in the UK. Oh, come on. It was the only place that would sell them open stock. But yeah, you can see, same one on the back, but yeah. Actually used it all up. I used that on all of the borders in this book. It's the same shade, and I love it. I tend to do 2 layers as well to get that full opacity because it can look quite patchy when you first do it. Like, I mean, the paper's just rubbish. Super shiny and reflective, but it can look a bit patchy, especially when taking photos of it. This book does not take photos well, so I always feel like the photos just don't capture the gold, they don't capture the colours, it always like brings out the imperfections in the image. But I get that. Random question, does everyone else suffer from repetitive element blindness? E.g., if there's 50 leaves on a page, I think I've done more, then I go colour something else, and lo and behold, there's more leaves. Yes. Absolutely. Definitely. I'm thinking to the page I coloured from Green Ivy, the Tea Party page that Paulina did as a colour along, and I watched the colour along, and she did the same, where it's so easy to go, right, I think I've done everything, and like, then you get to colour in the main elements of something else, and you're like, oh no, there's another one I missed, and another one I missed. And you're like, how can I miss it when you're studying it so closely? But yeah, definitely. All the time on stream, I'll be like, why did nobody say I've missed this bit over there? Constantly. Hiya Kate and hi Laura, welcome. Oh my gosh, I just looked at how many people are here. 54. Hello everybody. And hi Cassandra. You need a million of those pans. Found it open stock, nice. Yeah, they are really good paints, the Gansai Tambi. I use them all the time, especially that colour. Right. What was I going to do next? Blue ones. These are going to be blue. A funny detail about this page as well. It's the 9 of Swords, but there's not 9 swords. And it's the only page in the whole book where it's the wrong amount of numbers. And so it's just funny. Like, this is the 7 of Swords, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 there. This is the 8 of Swords. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is the 9 of Swords. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It was something that I noticed when I was doing this, when I coloured the page. It was a buddy colour with Zoe. And I was just like, there's 10 swords. Like, it's definitely swords as well. It's not a random leaf, it's definitely, like, why are there 10? And then this one, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we got 2 10 of swords. Love this book. I'm working on it page by page. Nice. Hi Alexis, welcome. Lovely to see you. I find it difficult to see the line work because I only have my phone. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. That's understandable. Some people are also much better at spotting things they've missed on live than others. I think of Audrey and Steve's stream. She's always so on it with spotting things he's missed. Love this book and haven't started it yet. I've been busy with school. 5 more weeks. Woohoo! Almost there, home stretch. Hi Amy, good morning from Oregon. Love all the pages you've done in this book. It'll be so fun when you have it complete. Yeah. I think because there's so many pages in this book as well. There's 78 cards, which is what I count as pages, plus I think 3 title pages, which I do need to eventually do. Yeah, it's going to be so satisfying. It's already quite satisfying flipping through and seeing so many complete sort of in a row with each other. I was going to say this will be the first like all pencil book that I finish, but that's a lie. It will be Lost and Found because that's going to be finished in June. I can't wait. But it's got half the pages in this, less than half the pages in this book. Saw this book on Vinted for cheap and almost got, but remembered what you said about the paper and was like, nah, not putting myself through this. Literally, I mean, certain pencils work better than others. Artex are really nice, but even with the Artex, the amount of wrinkling this paper does, you can hear it when you're flipping through with the pages, and you can see, I don't know if you can see, but the paper is not flat, it warps. I don't know how I can show this. Yeah, you can see it there. You can see the shadows. The paper warps when you colour on both sides, and it is rubbish. And I'm pretty good at doing a smooth blend. I'm not blowing my own trumpet or anything, but you can see it is not smooth, and you get like, I had a circle, I think it was from a paint pen on the opposite side, yeah, and you've got these outlines and stuff. So you have to accept the fact that nothing's going to be perfectly smooth in here, because it is. Although the camera always smooths things out, which is annoying. But yeah, it is terrible paper. That's why this book was my villain. Yeah, and the cover is horrible. You can see. You see the shiny bits? That's the cover that has kind of peeled off. The plastic coating that has just been removed over time. It's also super grubby. I mean, if I just kind of scratch away at it, it does come off. I think once this book is completed, I will probably go over with like a damp cloth or something like that, just to try and neaten it up, but it is terrible. A terrible quality. And it's done by the exact same publisher as Lulu's House of Wonder, but the paper in Lulu's House of Wonder is like 1,000,000 times better. So if they reprinted this in the same paper they used for Lulu's House of Wonder, I'd buy it again. Oh, which is my favourite page I've finished so far? That is hard. I think this one though. I say it's hard and immediately. I just love the colour scheme of this. I really, really do. It's one of my favourites in the book to begin with, uncoloured. But it's got all my favourite colours. Purples, pinks, orange, yellows. So I really like that one. I might see, what do I really like from this section? I really do like the Hierophant as well. That just turned out exactly like I wanted it to. And believe it or not, this background was just Tombow Dual Brush Pen. That applied so smoothly, I couldn't believe it. it bleeds through. You can see it. So that's why I only use brush markers at the front of the book. I like this one as well. It's very striking. That was Prismacolors. Yeah. I think that one though. Don't know what else. I really like this as a spread. I think it looks really nice and cohesive. I like how that turned out as a double page spread. Oh, I do love that squirrel. And also there's another one with a similar colour scheme. This one, I really like that one. That's more the colour scheme I like. I do like the rainbow spread, little sneak peek. But it does look cohesive but also bright. Because I did this one, it was one of the first ones I did. Then I did that one earlier this year, and then sneak peek, these two. I love the colours on that bird, it just worked out so well. I think it does look nice. 8 of Wands, yeah. The rainbow phoenix bird, it's fun. That's probably my least favourite, so let's look at it like that. It's this blue. I wish I did it pink. I think it would have looked so much more cohesive if I did that pink. But I was trying to do something different, and yeah, we all have regrets. This spread I also like, but again, the spreads are more because I like the colours, so I like the teal and the pink. Yeah, that's definitely my favourite so far. So far. It could be overtaken because there are some pages that I'm really looking forward to colouring that I've yet to colour yet. Let's do this. Can't you just put pink acrylic marker on? I think that would bother me even more because the texture would be different. But I could. And also, would I have something that matches exactly? That would also bother me. So, I mean, I'm fine. It doesn't bother me that much. And it does, but it doesn't. It's just one of those things that you look back on and you're like, oh, I wish I did that differently. But it's okay. Again, not every page can be your favourite. I think to bring these colours across the tiers together, I will do these bunnies, the other two colours. So I'll do this as a pink bunny and that as a blue bunny. And then that should hopefully balance out the fact that this is green. I'm hoping. I'm now thinking I should have gone darker for this. Yeah, I was flipping through Lost and Found the other day, and I was like, what's my favourite that I've done in here so far? I think I do have one. I never said earlier, but I've got a caramel latte here. I bought a big bottle from Aldi the other day. It was like £1.50 or something. I thought, yeah, that'll do me. Yum yum. Okay, pink bunny up here. And back to my use of yellow for these bunnies a lot of the time. I think I do just use like a pale yellow a lot of the time. I think it can work as a neutral in a way and almost look like a creamy colour, which isn't too far off of what a bunny actually is, so I do like a little yellow bunny moment. I think I need a lighter pink to blend that out. Peach puff. Yeah. Yeah, thinking about videos next week. I'm going to do whips of the week tomorrow, and I've been talking about doing whips of the week for the last 2 weeks, and it just hasn't happened, but yeah, do it tomorrow. I think it's good timing with the live stream the following day as well. And then on Wednesday, I think I'll probably do my plans, and then Friday or Saturday will be my completed pages. Because I am not someone who records those in advance. I've thought about it in the past, of like filming it in 2 halves. And it gets to look kind of like halfway through and I just don't. I just forget. And also I've got to think about like keeping that footage saved on my phone and not deleting it or anything. And I also like having the thumbnails be my giant stack of books that I see on stack all up together, and if I did it in halves then I'd be getting books out and not show them on camera. It's like a little tiny thing. Even though longer videos typically on YouTube don't do as well, I think for us in the colouring community we all appreciate a long video. Even if we don't watch it all in one go, we like it. I need a lighter pencil to blend this together as well. Might try pastel blue. Yeah, that works. Used chroma flows in this book, mainly because all the pages that I've done since getting the chroma flows have been ones where I've already got a colour palette sorted, so I use the same pencil set there. But I could do it on that, whatchamacallit page, Ace of Wands. I like long videos because I put it on in colour. I don't want to have to go look for a different one every 15 minutes. Exactly, that's my exact same thoughts. Now my third page for me today. Ooh, nice, Emma. She is getting prepared. So I know you're away most of May, going on holiday. Disney World, very, very jealous. Yeah, definitely agree, Adele. Yeah, having a video that's 2 hours long means that I just have to look up and press the video play once rather than say 4 times for 4 half-an-hour videos. So little things like that. Right. Don't mind me, I'm just looking at the page and thinking, where do I want to go next? I'm thinking, let's do these sprinkles. So I'm just going to flat colour them with the colours that I've got for the rest of the cupcakes. Vaguely randomly. Okay, gone over the lines a little bit here. Yeah, pandas I'm keeping white, and I'm kind of thinking of doing this as white icing on the cupcakes, but I'm not sure. Not too sure. Or I might go pale yellow, like lighter than the cake stand. I don't know what colour to do the cat. Because that's another thing, I tend to do the cat's pink, and I don't know why. I feel like I do pink or like a bright orange for these stylised cats. But I might do it brown, so then the little beaver is not the only brown guy. Bit more of a neutral tone in there. Just finished a double page whip in a book full of double pages. Nice, Jasmine. Which book's that? Because I've got one book which is a book of all double pages, and it's Fantastic World, so I just had to double check what the name of it was. And that was a page that I was close to putting, close to putting for the, what was it, most intimidating? Or, I've got the list actually right here, the stress inducer for the colouring books personality tag. Or the scared to touch, because definitely true for those. Will you do another collab in May? Yes. So it's going to be Romantic Country the Second Tale next, and I haven't decided what will be after that yet. I think I will do a poll, but that will launch, I will announce it start of May, have it open towards the middle of May, and it will be due at the end of June. Due at June. So then we've got a month and a half for each collab. But yesterday when I was on had a bit of a break in between calls, I added all of the pages that I've got so far. We're officially halfway through of pages that have been submitted, over halfway in fact. So it is coming together beautifully, and we've got some good long sections of pages in a row, so it's looking great. Do background first, then decide on the icing. I think, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Colour everything else and then I'll leave it. Yeah, I think I'll do the cat brown, just so that's not the only brown thing. Yeah, whenever I'm in doubt on how to colour something on a page, I leave it till last and then colour everything around it, and sometimes just by looking at it and thinking, you're like, okay, let's do it this way. Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast. Oh, is it? What book's that, Jasmine? that's full of double pages? Or is it a Beauty and the Beast page in a book that's full of double pages? Or is it a Beauty and the Beast themed book? Yeah, I'm kind of itching to get my plans written down. My thought was I could start setting up my planner on Friday stream, because I thought that Boule de Poire page will take me like 2 hours, and then I would have had another hour to finish. But because of the chat being so busy, it took me a long time to colour that very, very simple page, because I kept pausing for catching up with chat, which I am not complaining about, really do appreciate it. But yeah, I thought, oh, I could set up my planner for May whilst on live. Don't know what theme to go for. I kind of don't want to do a mermaid theme. I did one last year in my planner, except I don't really have any mermaid stickers. I'm kind of feeling like going for just flowers. Do the Mayflowers theme, because I say I celebrate mermaid. It's not really something you celebrate. I get involved with mermaid, but I'm not a mermaid girly. I'm not an underwater person, as you are probably aware. But yeah, I won't. So I'm thinking maybe go like something florally, go for Mayflowers. See what I can find in my collection of stickers, see what inspires me. Thank you for streaming, it was nice meeting you. Take care, Kim, enjoy the rest of your day. Lovely to have you join us. Definitely join again in the future. Yeah, just giving these pandas a little bit of depth. Go. Right. I think I need to get some colours for the background. Had it for a while, found it in Aldi. It's a book full of Beauty and the Beast pages with quotes. Ooh, nice. Yeah, I haven't heard of that. Occasionally post pages on my Insta. Yeah, I don't. I've given up. I just use Insta for more as a messaging app nowadays. Right, so we've got a sun behind here, so I'm going to go for yellow for that. I think I'm going to grab kind of a more orangey yellow. Ooh. Let's grab sand. Add that. Barely on social media, honestly. It's a lot to keep up with, it really is. And for me, with a YouTube channel, I personally would rather focus my time and energy on YouTube and replying to YouTube comments than going on Instagram. So yeah, I use it for messaging and also posting all of the hashtags, because I think that's the easiest place to find things for people. Yeah, Instagram just keeps getting worse and worse for trying to find things. Because I used to quite regularly, if I was feeling stuck on a page, I would search for the book, and you'd search for the hashtag and it would come up with all the different pages for the hashtag. And now you search for it and it comes up with all sorts of random stuff. Before that used to be the fact of people saying they had this book, but they put it under the hashtag A Million Mermaids just to, you know, boost it in the algorithm kind of thing. But now it would add posts on it that don't even have that hashtag anywhere featured. They just think you might want it, and I don't want it. Hi Laurie, welcome. Kind of just want to post pages intermittently or do them in my stories. Instagram's wearing me out. Yeah, overwhelmed with information and life stuff coming at me. Yeah, I mean, it is easy to get overwhelmed by social media. It really is. Instagram has gone the way of Facebook. It's the unshitification of social media, literally. So many ads involved. It's got more of a focus on reels and things like that. I mean, I complain about that, but I do get sucked down the reels rabbit hole because I don't have TikTok, but I'll watch Facebook reels or Instagram reels. I'll watch or YouTube shorts, you know, where people repost all of these TikToks. So it's like I have the app pretty much, just not the actual app. So I don't need another app to feel consumed by. Hi Chris, welcome. The months seem to be going by fast. They really do. Like, I was in Adri's stream and they were talking about tornado season in Texas or something like that, and she was like, oh, it ends early June, and I thought, oh, that's ages away, and she goes, that's really close, and I was like, is it? Oh yeah, it is. June is really close. It's like just over a month away. I just can't believe it. And it's like with my sister's pregnancy, I swear she's only been pregnant for a few months, but she's got 1 month left to go. Probably feels like it's been forever. Yeah. Yeah. Although she's had a pretty easygoing pregnancy from what I'm aware. She doesn't really talk to us much about it. Not even my mum. I also need to do sun up here. Yes. Not that one, not that one. Like with the sun and rain on this page, we needed a rainbow somewhere. The capybara faces, one day I'll get them right. Colour me slightly weirdly faced capybaras. Oh dear. Struggling anything that requires thought? Oh dear. No. Just take it easy, Kimberlyn. Do some mindless. Doesn't require thinking colouring, which for me usually involves a colour by number. You still get that satisfaction of putting colour to the page. Have you done you keeping up with your laundry, Kimberlyn? Is it going well? Laundry check. A dark nose just tripped me up. I go for all sorts of different colour combos with my capybaras. That's another page I'm thinking I might do on Tuesday. I might colour all the capybaras before stream, because it's meant to be, Vera has termed it the whipping the whips stream. So getting a bunch of whips done. So if I start the capybara page, I'll be able to quickly finish that on stream. Because often colouring just the capybaras from the Capybara Cuties book take quite a long time. Just looking over what you were saying about Instagram, and I agree. I never did spend much time with it, but it seems to be so much more ad-filled than I remember. I see more ads than friends. Yeah. I find when I scroll through, I occasionally will find a picture like of someone, and I'm like, oh, like that. But very rarely. It seems to be so much rubbish. Crap, laundry, need to go to hang mine. Yep, laundry people. I'm doing mine tomorrow, so I don't have to worry. Right. I'm kind of thinking maybe I need to do a brighter blue. I was going to go dark, but considering we've got the sun up here, I'm thinking it needs to be bright. Or brighter. What do you guys think? Still be listening to stream? Wireless headphones, no worries. Yes, you got it right, Chris, it's Laurie. This is the week I go to Alabama and I just don't want to. How far is Alabama from you? I feel like it's quite far. Yeah. Alabama's in the south, isn't it? And you're in Michigan, which is the north? Far. That's right, far. 13 hours. Oh god, yeah, bloody hell. That's going up and down this country twice. You're flying. Okay, good. I could go for this like cloud blue colour. I'm just not sure. Any ideas? On the Gulf of Mexico. Ah, yeah, that's what I thought. And then Michigan. Is it that up there? Alabama's down there. Is that right? If this is America, Michigan up there. I might be on the wrong side for Michigan. I mean, I'm not the best. I'm not the best with geography in my own country, let alone others. I'm okay with the states. I know the names of most of them, but I don't know if I could necessarily recite them all off the back of my hand right now. Yeah, everything is far from everything else. Very true. Just crossing over different states. Unless you're in the, the north, east, where there's like 10 states right next to each other. That little cluster. Hi Adri, been lurking since you finished your live. Listening and cleaning. Just need to make your breakfast. Thanks for coming. Yep. I love hanging out on your streams, so yeah, glad you had a good time. I just don't know what I'm doing. Right, let's test some colours out. I'm thinking Helio Turquoise Blue and Cloud Blue might look cool. Don't worry, Jess, most Americans are bad at US geography too. There we go. Where is it? Helio Turquoise Light, Cloud Blue. That's my lake. If Michigan is next to Lake Michigan, I might have an idea. I mean, if Lake Michigan wasn't in Michigan, I would question everything I know. That's like the English channel not being in England. It's just be like, why? If I ever say I'm going to the lake, it's Lake Michigan. Yeah. It's been minutes. One could never know. Washington DC and Washington States are literally opposite sides, so yeah, that's also true. Yeah, I do know that Washington. I know where Washington is, thanks to Grays. Seattle, thank you. Top left. And then Washington DC is kind of northeast, isn't it? Fair point, both are named after George Washington. Yeah. It's kind of like, I understand Washington DC, like the fact that it's the capital, naming it after George Washington. That makes sense. Why is Washington the state named after him? Because he didn't come from there. He came from what, Virginia? A lot of the founding fathers were with Virginians, weren't they? I'm just going. All of my knowledge of the founding fathers of America is Hamilton, so that's what I think of. Which is the background for the page we coloured together. Nice. Michigan is based on an indigenous word, so it makes sense that the lake and state are both in the location where those people live. A lot of states have Washingtons as cities. So Washington, North Carolina. I mean, yeah, just increase the confusion. I bet there's a load of like Washington schools. Now it doesn't sound like a word, Washington. Okay, I'm liking this blue. Because it's muted but still bright. I think it will work. Definitely for the raindrops. I'm going to start with the raindrops. Names get repetitive on all states. And then you've got the confusing things of towns or cities from the UK that are used as places in America. Like there's Birmingham, isn't there? Although in America you call it Birmingham. Well, you've got New York, you've got all the places where they shove new in front of the name of a city. Which makes sense. People who came to America from the UK go, I know this place, let's give it that name. It makes sense. Most Americans only know about American history from Hamilton. I mean, it's a good little education for you. It's like all I know about Mormonism is from the Book of Mormon. Which, you know, is a fair amount, more than others. Live in Hamburg, Pennsylvania, and there's a Hamburg in New York and Hamburg, Germany. Oh, I had no idea there were Hamburgs in that area in America. Don't really know if that's true. But I take your point that many Americans don't know enough of their history. Say more stuff with an American accent. Birmingham. Alabama. I was watching the film The Help last night, and God, the accents in that film are just so strong, so funny. Live in Lansing, and there are Lansings in at least 7 other states. Oh, another place that is in America, Portland. I have family that live in Portland here. And of course you've got Portland in Oregon. I'm pretty sure there's My Town in America. I'm pretty sure I've seen that. Oh, and a Portland, Michigan. There you go. I want to look at a map now to confirm where Michigan is, if it is where I'm thinking it is. There's a few Portlands, Are you insinuating I'm oversimplifying? Would we ever? US map of states. Michigan. Yes, Michigan is where I thought. Yes! Now I'm remembering why I know where Michigan is. And it's a very specific quote from Glee. Kate Hudson's character is talking to Rachel. She's just like, oh, you're from Ohio. That's the little turd Michigan just can't let go of. That's what I think of when I hear Michigan. Or I kind of forgot about that, but yeah. Yeah. To be fair, I was right in my thinking of where it was. Like, right by, is Michigan where you have the, kind of dual border of the waterfall with Canada? Is that Michigan? Oh boy, I really don't like Ohio. That goes back to the war we fought with them. It's the mitten. We're the mitten state. Yeah, I'm just kind of studying the map now. But there's some things like states which are considered southern. Aren't that southern? Oh, New York's by Niagara Falls. Close. You got some water nearby. It's close. I'm just looking at the map. It's quite boring, but... Ah, there's Alabama. Yeah, it's pretty much like directly underneath it. I see now. Husband's family live in the rip between Michigan's ring finger and pinky. Okay. I'm like, I'm not sure which state you're on about, but I'm like, okay. Looking at the map, like, cool. Yeah, where? I'm like, is it Indiana? Is it Wisconsin? Is it Illinois? It's one of them. Or Ohio. Right. Moving on. It's back to colouring. The little resorts town around Traverse City, Bel Air, etc. Yeah, I don't know. Don't know the names of those places. Yeah, like states. I know the states, but you ask me about any of the capitals, got not a bloody clue. But then again, if you ask me about the county towns of the country, I wouldn't have a bloody clue either, other than my own. Right. Not sure how I want to do this background. I think dark up to light. Wouldn't expect you to know the capitals of US states. As long as you know the capital of the country is Washington DC, that's okay. Yeah, definitely know that. And it's one of those weird things where it's not actually a state, but it's kind of treated like a state, isn't it? You've got the 50 states plus Washington DC. Love English town names, chipping something, something upon something, little something, yeah. I think one of my favourites is in Dorset. There's a Piddle Trettenhide. We used to like play games driving, when I used to live in Dorset, driving home, you're like, find the funniest place name on the sign. Or there's Puddle Town. Like, how cute. But Piddle Trettenhide is quite the name. Sort of, but they don't have a governor or a legislator or representation in Congress. Right, yeah. Puddled Hound needs to be a colouring book. Probably be quite boring. Quite a small little town. Dorset. The one that makes me laugh is Sandy Balls. Yeah, me and Zoe went and stayed there. And the reason we chose Sandy Balls was because of the name. Yeah. Sandy Balls is, well, at least we stayed, it was like a lodge park, like caravan park kind of thing, and that was in Hampshire. Sandy Balls. That's real. That is real. Yeah. There are a lot of strange place names, like rude place names. Like, I think there's something where it's like a road trip of weird place names in the UK. I'm going to see if I can find the image of it. Yeah, Cockbridge, Dick Place, Cockermouth, Penistone, Cock Alley, Finger in Hoe, Shitterton and Arse Hill. It's the UK road trip. You start off at right in the north on the in Scotland. Start off at Twat, come down to Cockbridge. Like genuine names. Oh, there's a place called Lower Swell. Wet Wang, that's another place. That's a funny one. Great Cock Up. Fanny Barks. Thong? Thong is a place. There's a Bell End. If you're coming into the stream right now, I do apologise. And right down in Cornwall, you got Cox. Start off in Twat, finish in Cox. That's another one. Blubber houses, wide open. Broken wind, loose bottom. Like what? Plump. Curry mallet. Some of these, it's like that can't be real, but it probably is. Little snoring. Bitchfield, Horswood. What? Amazing. Hiya Brittany, welcome to the weird names in the UK. I think I went to a place called Bed in the UK. Yeah. Here in Lithuania we have 3 small villages nearby called Paris, London and Switzerland. In Lithuanian, of course. Just down the road from me there's a couple of, I think they're hamlets, and it's Scotland and Ireland. And I'm like, do you want to go to Scotland just down the road? I don't even think they're I think there's like barely anyone that lives there. With Pompeii, Michigan, but it's pronounced Pompeii. Pompeii. That feels excessive. I'm now imagining it in like a southern Pompeii. live near Lancaster, Pennsylvania. That area has towns named Intercourse, Blue Ball, Bird in Hand, Paradise and Mount Joy. Wow. What a place to be. What kind of noise? Oh. It's the Hoover. Wasn't anything exciting. I was like, what is that noise? Right, once I've done this bit of background here, I'm going to take a break for 5 minutes, go make myself a cup of tea, and then be back to do the finishing detail, because almost there. Pretty much just the clouds to colour. Near me there's a Milan, but it's pronounced Milan. In Iowa there's Madrid and Peru. What? There's a university in Ohio called Ball State University, and we Michiganders fondly refer to as Testicle Tech. That's good. Welcome back, Kate, because we hate Ohio. I coloured on the back. This feels so textured, and I don't know why. I haven't coloured on the back yet. But it's just not colouring smoothly. Right, I want my tea. I'm gonna come back in 5 minutes and I'll carry on with this background because it's still not quite smooth. Looks kind of funky with the blue and then the yellow at the top there. But yeah, keep going. Gonna flip the laundry and figure out lunch. I'll see you in a bit, so I'm gonna pop it on the Be Back Soon screen. How is it already lunchtime? I feel like I'm in a stupid today. Time flies. Right, I will be back in 5 minutes. Gonna make myself a tea. Okay, I'm back. Cup of tea and a cookie. Yum yum yum. And it wasn't a Hoover I could hear downstairs, it was my dad sucking up leaves. So close. Hiya Chrissy, welcome. I should try and slack myself up to mow the lawn. Having to have responsibility is really such a bother, honestly. My dad's the lawn mower. Hiya Dana, welcome. Good morning / good afternoon. It is currently 5:15 for me. It is a nice cookie. And a nice cup of tea with it. Right, there we go. Responded to a couple of messages. And a body colour with Melissa in this book. Right, let's carry on with this background. It's not a biscuit. Right, so in the UK there is a difference between a cookie and a biscuit. A biscuit is something usually something that's smaller, harder, crunchier. Cookie, bigger, thicker, chewier. So that's a cookie. Whereas a biscuit would be, it's got to have a snap, a biscuit. That's the marker of a biscuit for me. But yeah, that's a cookie. And say a custard cream or a chocolate digestive, that's a biscuit. So there's a difference. Little English lesson for you there. Which I think is kind of good, having a differentiation between the words, because if someone said to me, do you want a cookie? I'd be like, oh hell yeah. But having a biscuit, and they like presented me with a biscuit, I'd be disappointed. Not that I don't like biscuits, I do. But it's a different vibe. Can I ask other people, Can I ask, how do other people track what colouring books you own? Do you all keep a list somehow? I know Jess uses the bookshelf app. Yeah. Well, how does everyone track their books? Let us know. I know lots of people use Amy Wardart's spreadsheet. Sorry. I was trying to pick up some crumbs from my laptop and I accidentally pressed the be back soon screen. But yeah, how does one get that spreadsheet right? I will find you a link. Let me get a link. It's Amy has done a video. Oh, why are you playing noise? No, Amy's done a video. It was quite a while ago. I don't know, she might link it in all her videos. I will see. Amy, Amy, Amy. There she is. And I did set up a spreadsheet to start with, and then I just did not get along with it, because I think the spreadsheet works best if you use a laptop nearby you. But if you don't, I don't think it's the best. Like, if you only use your phone or, say, paper, then I don't think it's as useful. I want to say it was last year, just before the... Here it is. Found it. Found it. And I know that everyone else who uses a spreadsheet, it's based off Amy's spreadsheet. Like Yolanda, I know Zoe does. I want to say Melissa, but I'm not sure. I know someone else has. So this link is for the YouTube video, and it is linked in the description of that. There you go. Need to add more of my adult colouring books onto the free bookshelf. I just updated mine. I now have 109. Oh my gosh, I have way more. I have 309. I don't, but recently my husband has called me out saying I have more than 75, so now I need a way to figure it out how to do it. I also have a secondary tracker that is still not fully set up, but I have them all listed here, numbered, and I've also got like when the years start, so I can track that as well. This is not up to date though. Where does this go up to? 290, so it's almost up to date. Almost finished that page, but yeah. What I like about this is that you can remove the pages. But the plan is to also have all of the books in categories in here, and I just have not had the time for that yet. I think that could be a good stream one day. Just, yeah, again, time. For one thing, I feel like it could be useful for insurance purposes. Thought my phone took a crap. We call both of those Susanis, meaning a dry one. Oh, no clue why, because a good cookie is not effing dry. Yeah, exactly. Moist. I know people hate that word, but moist. I have an Excel spreadsheet. Not that I'm planning the house to fall down, but yeah. It's nice to just be able to search and find things for a certain category. Like with the spreadsheet, you can filter things or sort by last coloured in, and you can do the same thing on Bookshelf. The only feature that Bookshelf doesn't really have, that the spreadsheet does, is the ability to see how many total pages you have in your collection, and also the ability to sort by number of pages completed rather than percentage of pages completed. That's one feature I wish Bookshelf had, like the ability to search by percentage or number of pages, because Bookshelf at its core is a reading tracker app, so it's kind of made for that, and you wouldn't necessarily record things by the pages complete, it's more the percentage. But yeah, that's the one feature that I kind of wish was on there, but all the other like ways to filter and sort and search. I've got some crumbs in the spine of my book. Okay, sorry, took it away a second. I'm a spreadsheet person, I think. Yeah, I mean, it's just whatever works for you. I spent ages setting one up because I think I based it off Karen, My Colourful Country Life. She showed one on hers, so I created it from the ground up based on hers. Because Amy hadn't released hers yet, and I've spent probably about half a day putting everything into there. And then I just never referred to it, because if you're viewing it on your phone, seeing a spreadsheet on your phone is just, you can barely read everything. Whereas Bookshelf, and I like the visual books, I like the visual tool of it. But it did mean that when I came to transferring all those books to the Bookshelf app, it was a little bit quicker because I'd already looked up how many pages were in each book, etc. So that was a little bit easier. I have a spreadsheet from Amy, haven't filled it in properly yet, have some old pattern colour by numbers that are not on there, and also I don't count the exact pages in all my books, some are just guesstimates, fair enough. Amy has a good way of working it out. For example, Fairy Folklore, just because it was next to me. I'm pretty sure on Amazon it lists it as 96 pages. So because it's single-sided, you immediately half that. She can half things much quicker than I can. So half of 96 is 49. Is that right? Half of 90 is 45, half of 6 is 48. 48, and then this page is not a page, so -1, that's 47. Then you just check at the front, are there any other pages that don't mean anything? Nope, I'd consider that as a colourable page. So there's 47 pages in this book, rather than going through and counting them all individually. I saw her adding it on her live stream one day, and I was like, oh my god, that's so much quicker than going through and going 1, 2, 3, 4, which is what I do. What would your categories be? Well, let me grab my tablet. In terms of like how you filter things, or how you search things, or how you... I have tags, which are kind of like categories, and I do that by a few different things. Just grabbing the bookshelf app up. I have a Happy Planner notebook. I need paper in hand. I'm old school like that. I have to redo it though. I want to organise it differently, and it's not up to date anyway, lol. I think using a disc bound system for those sort of things is really useful, because say you need to add an extra page, you can just do that without worrying about it being formatted wrong. Is it best to do by illustrators or season or holiday? I'd go by illustrators personally, but I've got, so in the bookshelf app, got all the books. This has an ability to sort it by shelves, which is also something you can do with the spreadsheet. I know Yolanda has hers by like A1, A2, A3, whatever. You can add that as a column. And these are just the shelves that I have personally in my room, and so that makes sense for my categorisation. And for tags, I've got quite a few. I started out with just these 3, and I just made these myself on Canva. So I have untouched books. Oh, I need to charge it. Books with whips in, I have not kept that up to date, and also project books, I've not kept that up to date, but I've also got completed, so I've got 1 book there. And then I have, excuse me, what did I press? There we go. Then I have the seasons, spring, summer, autumn, winter, fairy tales themes, so any of my like categories of book collections I've got as a tag here. Zodiacal Tarot, 4 seasons books, mythical creatures, Christmas, Halloween, animals and flowers. Then I also have 2 separate ones for books with bee pages in them and books with Christmas pages in them. So yeah, I find that useful, and it means that, say, I could do the same thing on your spreadsheet. So say you've got all your books here, filter, and you'll have a filter option on the spreadsheet. You can filter by author. So earlier I was like, how many Camellia Angel Cover books do I have? This is done alphabetically by first name, Camellia Angel Cover, and then I can see, oh, I've got 12. So it tells me at the top there, 12. So there we go. Mini overview of like the different ways you can sort things on that. It is weird, here in the USA we have 3 bookshelf apps. Oh, mine just moved. One is labelled as an educational app, and the other 2 are labelled as reading books / logger track apps. Oh, fair enough. You should make an app. If I could, I would, but I can't. I would have not a bloody clue where or how to begin. Not a clue. That's how I made my spreadsheet, pages remaining, percentages, etc. I don't record categories, just single or double-sided. Oh, that's a nice way of recording that. Cross onto the free bookshelf app. If you tried requesting it, sometimes that actually works and support to listen to suggestions. I haven't, but it's quite a big app, so I don't know. 48, I have categories for a lot of them, but then I don't know what to do with Johanna Basford's books. For me, so I have mine sorted by shelf, so I have square books, and Small Victories and Ivy and Inky Butterfly is in the shelf with square books. And what's another example? Small books. This isn't really a small book, but it's on my small bookshelf with Lulu Mayo. It's just whatever makes sense for you. It doesn't have to be perfect, but as long as it makes sense in your brain, that's all that matters. My free bookshelf app allows me to add how many pages total in each of my adult colouring books. Yes, this is Kawaii Tarot. Did not know about that app. It's called Bookshelf. Yes. I also want to know. I've done a overview video, Adri. If you are interested, I will find it for you. How is Worlds of Wonder tagged? Worlds of Wonder, I don't think has a tag. Like, not every book has a category. But yeah, for me, like, again, as long as it makes sense for you, I have World of Flowers in Flowers. I have, if I had, what do you call it? Wonderful Wildflowers, that would also be in the flowers tag category, but nothing else is. Not everything has a tag or a category. Videos. My categories are by the illustrator of said adult colouring books. Oh, another thing I do is on Bookshelf there's a series tag. So just got this book up, for example, and I haven't done it properly. So enter a series, and here it's usually done per illustrator, but if I've only got one book by that illustrator, it goes into the miscellaneous misc books down there. But for this I've got Camellia Angel Cova, so I'll add that to there. But you can see I've got Japanese books as just a general category, Eerie, Disney Colour by Numbers versus Disney ones, Colouring Heavens, Colouring Heaven Pockets, Amazon print ones, and yeah, ones where I have multiple of the same artists. Camilla Dorico, Christine Karen, Diane Dufour, Tokimeku series is one, and Mythographic is another tag for a series, so I tend to do that, as it can be easier than having individual artists for, like, say, the Mythographics or the Tokimeku series, and you can see them all in the same filter. Should buy you a plane ticket and have you come organise my craft room. I want to be an organised person, but it's not something that comes easy for me. Dana, I'm organised when it comes to my shelves and when it comes to my tracking. But if I showed you my room, you'd be like, I don't want to pay this girl to organise for me. I mean, I can just do a little... Yeah. That is what my room looks like. What you see is not truth. I had a physical shelves, but I don't know how to tag her books. Guess her books don't fit into any of my tag categories. Yeah, like, not every book needs to have a tag. It's fine. It's just the thumbnail for an app. Let me just find the video for you, Adri. Because the thumbnail is a red icon with a stack of books. It's called Bookshelf. Right, where is this video? How long ago did I do it? I don't know. I could probably just search it in the search bar, but can't be bothered. I'm just scrolling, I'll find it. I don't think it was in Quick Tips Tuesday, so it would have been before I started all that. I would buy the digital PDF version of R.J. Hampson's books. If you would tell me why he's charging me. Yeah, I don't quite understand that either, Brittany. I find it a bit strange. Because for me, like, yeah, a PDF should be cheaper. That's just my opinion. But he probably has his reasons. Hi Ali, welcome in, lovely to see you. Oh my gosh, what is this? There we go. Use the find feature. It was 10 months ago. So this link is how I use Bookshelf, and it's a full, pretty in-depth. Oh, no, I'm talking to myself. Go away. Pause. Usually I have it all muted. Shut up, me! There we go. Right, get off my video. We can be chaos together, no problem with that. Yeah, I used to, at the front of my last 2 journals, I had a list of all the books in my collection, and it was just getting too long and taking up too much space, and now I was like, no, I just need a whole separate list somewhere. I can edit if need be. Da, da, da. I'm not sure what colour I'm going to do this banner, because my initial thought is yellow, but I've never done, at least I don't think I've ever done, the same colour on pages before. If I can find one example, oh nope, slightly different colours there, just one's darker, one's lighter, again there, that one's darker than that one. If I can find one example, then I'll give myself the excuse to do it. I tend to, oh, there we go. I did these both purple. Okay. I don't know why I felt like I needed a reason to, need an excuse to make them both yellow. Yeah. I think in hindsight I would have probably done that like the pink or the blue. Because for this one, yellow for me makes sense. Again, just overthinking things, it doesn't really matter. I mean, I could also make it the pink or the blue or the green. But I just think yellow will look good. Kind of nice. You've got yellow at the top, yellow at the bottom, yellow in the middle. I'm so tempted to order new pencils right now because I can't find a blue combo I like. Oh dear. You're still only working with 72 pencils though, aren't you? So it doesn't make it extra challenging, Adele. It really does. And I know you've been contemplating for ages about what set you want to get. Not going to do it, it's fine, a blue is a blue, my page will survive. Yeah, exactly, it'll come together in the end, like, it's all good, but I'm just overthinking things, and yeah, I can definitely relate to that. 100%. Oh, here's a question for the chat. People who have water brushes, what do you recommend? Is there a brand you do not recommend? Can I get away with buying a cheap set? Because I'm a cheap ass girl. When Zoe and I went shopping to Oxford, I was on the hunt for a brush, and I wanted something that was in between these two. So I think I'd lost this one and I couldn't find it for ages, so I needed something, or I wanted something in between these two sizes, and that was a 3 and a 9. So I managed to get a 7 and what's this, a 4. So even when I did find this slightly smaller, but we were looking around in like actual art stores, and the paintbrushes are so bloody expensive when you're not buying them as part of like a cheap set. I Yeah, we were looking at an art store, and like the cheapest ones for a paintbrush this size was like £6 something, and I was just like, I'm sorry, I refuse. I think because I'm not someone who is like works with brushes very often, like I use it to activate water-based mediums and to apply metallic watercolours. I don't need a fancy ass brush. And then we went into it was like a little gift store. It was a really cute store that had loads of cheap stuff, like one of those hidden gems that we just came across and we were like, oh, let's have a wander around here. This looks cute. I don't even know the name of it. And they had a few bins of pencils and they were 69p each, and I was like, thank you. That's what I need. And I love these brushes. Absolutely no complaints. As long as the bristles don't fall out, which is the most annoying thing for me, I don't care. 69p, perfect. Saved myself so much money, and I got 2. So I was really happy with that. These I got, I'm pretty sure, it was a big pack from the works years and years and years ago. I've got like a big flat brush as well, but I tend to use the same sizes over and over again because we work in colouring books and it's so small. But yeah, so I'm like, could I get away with getting cheap water brushes? I found a set of 3 different sizes. I think it was like £5. And the reviews all were good. Like, I base things off the reviews rather than anything else, because I'm very much a believer in don't spend extra money for something that's not needed. This will be something that I go into on my unpopular opinions tag. But I think one of the questions is a supply that you don't think is necessary. For me, it's a Caran d'Ache palette. Get yourself a Chinese takeaway lid. It does the exact same job. Like, it's got a bit of a rougher side one side and a bit more of a smoother side the other. Like, why are we paying 10 quid for a palette? I've been trying to find something that's a cheaper alternative that has a rough side and a smooth side. Can't find anything anywhere. But yeah, little sneak peek into one of my answers for that. Always been fine with our teaser brush pens. I think you can get away with cheap ones. I got a brandless one and works fine for me. Yeah, like, I'm just someone that, like, I'm happy to buy quality things when they are quality and things that I would use and appreciate the quality for, but for things that I don't use brushes all that often, I think I'd be fine. Our teaser ones are pretty good. The red ones, yeah, so crazy. I think I'll get Artex, but when I get my salary, because I do not have funds right now, and it's not like I don't have anything to use. Just be aware, Artex don't have open stock, which for me is now a deal breaker. I won't buy cheap watercolour brushes because I'm nitpicky about art supplies, since I have fine motor skill issues. That's fair enough. Like, yeah, I mean, if something quality is worth it to you, then it's worth it. For me, I've had no complaints from a 69p brush. I'm so glad I didn't spend any more money. I know you were young. When did you start colouring and getting involved in the colouring community? I started colouring June 2022, so I was 23. So for 4 years I've been colouring properly, like, all the time. You got a free water brush with my paints and it works well. Nice. Got a cheap Dollar Tree cutting board and that's fantastic. Yeah, lots of people say what do you call it? Lots of people use chopping boards. It's one of those things that I just forget. And I've got lids. I've got 3 Chinese takeaway lids. I'm happy with my lids. I will say be careful if you get really cheap. They sometimes will leak everywhere. That's what I'm concerned about, and that's why I'm a bit hesitant with the water brushes. For anything else, it's like whatever. But I don't want leaky brushes, and that's why I'm looking at the reviews. If people say they leak, not going to get it. If people say they're shit, I'm not going to bother. But if they say they're good, I'm like, well, might as well get something that's half the price. And you were young, but you're a baby. I hope you don't mind me saying that. Adri, I'm used to it. I'm used to it. In terms of the colouring community, I am such a baby. In my job, I'm a bit of a baby too. and it's fine. Give me 40 years and I'll be telling these people, you're such a baby. But it's fine. I like, that's the beauty of colouring. It really does just appeal to all ages. Got a plastic paint palette from when you were an art student. I'm gonna pass on buying the Caran d'Ache one. Yeah, I just think like the Caran d'Ache one, like, why are people paying so much for something that's just a bit of plastic? Like, if it was something amazing, I'd get it, but like I'd understand it. But it is just a palette. It's a bit of plastic. You're paying for the brand name in the corner. You really are. You are even younger than my baby, lol. Yeah, I'm used to that. It's fine. Like, there's no sense feeling offended by it. Pentel is a good water brush to get. Okay, that's good to know. Pentel, Arteza. Anything that has open stock readily available is more expensive. Yeah, if I were to start again, I would look at the Woomers, because you can get them open stock and they're also affordable, especially if you go on the Woomer website. A lot more affordable on there than Amazon. I was astounded when I saw the price of the Caran d'Ache palette. No way. If I'm going to spend money on something to scribble on, it's going to be a book. Absolutely, Chris. Absolutely. Pentel's pretty good. That's good to know. Looking at Albert Durers on Vinted, so I might get those instead if they drop the price a bit or agree to my offer. Nice. Sorry, my voice kind of cracked. They're not nice. I'll be seeing you use Artex, just ordered them. I do like the Artex. I'm sad that pencils, like, I've got quite a few pencils this size and I'm hesitant. I don't use them as much as I was using them because I've got quite a few that are getting small. I don't use this one very often, but yeah. I mean, they're not that small, they're about half, but still, I'm like, I don't want to use them too much. But it's hard. Yeah, Albert Durers would be great because you can use them wet and dry, whereas the Inktense, I would not recommend to anyone to use them dry. Right, what now? I'm going to colour this. Might use a bit of the darky orangey yellow. Just have a bit of difference from that one. Laundry is switched. Nice, Kimberlyn. Gonna do a laundry day tomorrow. That's usually my day for doing laundry on Monday. Though I'm terrible for forgetting it. So my Artex green pencils are that side. I love them so much. Yeah, for me it's the greens and the browns. Like the lighter tone browns. They're all small. Alright, that's the cookie done. Get rid of the crumbs. There we go. Tasty, tasty. That was from Tesco, the Rose counter, R-O-W-E-S, Rose. They do freshly baked cookies and pasties and things like that, and always end up reducing stuff. So 4 cookies for £1.60. Yes, please. Definitely pretty browns. I've only started more brown combos, probably from you, lol. I might be weird, but I love a beige. It's just so usable. I hate red toned browns. Red toned browns, get in the bin. I'm looking at these. I'm looking at, oh, apart from these, all the rest of these are horrible for Prisma. Perfect browns, thank you, thank you. Polychromos have the best browns. Black Widows are pretty good. They've got some quite unique browns, like yellow toned browns, orange toned browns, red toned browns. They don't really have any neutral mid-tone browns, but they do have a lot of beiges, which I love a beige. Love a beige. And I like these browns, lots of kind of warmer orangey tone ones, a couple of neutrally ones, some pink toned browns which are fun. And that's the thing, like, these are what I call my core 5 coloured pencil sets. So that's Polychromos, Prismacolors, Artex, Black Widows, and now Chromaflows. I do have more, but I don't use them as much. And for each one of them, they have different pros and cons about them in terms of colour range and such different colour palettes. I'd say the most similar are Artex and Prisma. You can see, looking at the Artex range, that they were inspired by the Prismacolor range. You've got a lot of similar, even colour names as well as colour tones. Like, for example, you've got your kind of more muted yellows and your bright yellows going into your reds. Like, they've got that nice kind of pinky toned carmine red in both of those. Your peaches it's got there. The purples are pretty similar. The blues as well, got a nice range of blues. The thing that I like about Artex more is they have much better range of greens. I only really like these sage greens and apple green. The rest, I'd barely use. Whereas these are much more useful. I like a yellow toned green. But I know that's not everyone's favourite. And we all have different favourites as well. Like, you've got the red tone browns there and there, and more neutrally browns. And where Prismas shine are their greys. Which is kind of boring, but they do shine with their greys. I mean, the French greys are very unique to any other pencil set. Very rare to have a good range of French greys. Yeah, the warm and the cool. I love those red browns, don't bin them, send them to me. I knew there was someone out there that says that they always miss red tone browns. Well, if you like red tone browns, Artex are a good set for you. Although terracotta and Venetian red are a bit too similar for my liking. Yeah, Mars brown, burnt umber, really nice range. I think I swatched these two in the wrong order. It's hard to get them in the right, because Sienna brown doesn't really match any of these. But yeah, it's a nice one. Which Prismacolor would sell a grey set? Definitely pretty browns. I've already started more brown combos, probably from, oh, I just read that and that's got me started on all the browns. Red browns are your faves? Yeah, nah, I hate a red brown. That kind of brown, ugh, get out of me. I say ugh, I have used these browns quite a lot, like chocolate and sienna brown, burnt ochre. I have used them a lot. Artex $100 cheaper, so that's why I get them for the large set. Yep, exactly as well. But yeah, the best, the holy grail of browns are the Polychromos browns. Shout out Vista, shout out Nougat, my favourites. I use them all the time because they're similar in like tone, like they've got the same brightness level, they're both quite light, but they're similar in colour, different in colour. So Vista's more warm toned and Nougat's more neutral toned. Which Prisma would sell a grey set? Yeah, that would be great. No idea why, but every chocolate Prismacolor I use always breaks. Yeah, I think I found that too. My chocolate is very small, and I'm not sure if it's because I do use it that much or because of... Let me grab my case. So I feel like if I used chocolate, it would be in conjunction... Yeah. Ooh, you can't see. That's chocolate there, second from bottom. And the other two were much longer, and you'd think that Often the lightest one is the shortest one for me. So I'm pretty sure that one breaks, and mine's really off-centered as well, the core, which I don't like about it. Yeah, I've not really used my Prismas this month. I've only used them in the books that I've used them on all the pages in that book so far. I tend to use them in Amazon print books, which isn't great. Yeah, Prussian green also really bad for me, really off-centered. Really annoying. You use them, but you just tend to not use them for brown. You use them for things that are more orangey. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Like with the Artex, I sometimes bring out terracotta to blend with the oranges to kind of mute down the orange. Kind of combine them that way. I like Artex blue, especially violet blues I'm missing right now. Yeah, it's got some really nice cornflower blues there, really nice range, and some muted ones which are really good. That violet blue is very unique. It kind of annoys me that these two are so similar. Like sometimes there's just like two really similar colours and you just look at them and go, why did you do that? Terracotta Venetian red, olive green and chromium oxide green, dark brown and sepia are pretty close. Yeah, it's just some every now and then. And you're like, with such limited range, that is like a perfect gradient. Although these three are all quite similar. Probably get rid of ocean blue. Honestly, if they could get colorists, artists, whoever, to feedback to pencil sets or artist supply sets and say, these two colours are too similar, or we're missing a light version of this, or a dark version of that, or there's nothing that goes with this pencil. Sometimes you have just one random colour, which is a beautiful colour, but you've got nothing to blend it with. They should do artist feedback before launching a product, because I'd give so many tips. So many. Alright, I'm going to shade the clouds now. Just using, what's this, cloud blue? Well, that's pretty fitting, cloud blue to shade the clouds. Love Prismas, always though. Anyways, I love Prismas anyways though, however I'm slowly becoming a polychromos convert. I mean, so many other products have focus groups, why don't they do it for pencils? Exactly. Like, what do they call it? Like taste testers for food, but for supplies. Pencil testers. Because I bet you anyone, even if you weren't like a big pencil fan, you could swatch them all out and go, these are very similar, why do these two colours exist? Or, oh, it doesn't really have this colour. Or I wish it went lighter, or I wish this went darker. Did the larger sets go on sale for Christmas? Like I want Faber-Castell watercolour. Definitely keep an eye on like websites that sell pencil brands. Like, I don't know what country you're in, but for the UK I check periodically on CassArt and Cult Pens. They're my two main sites that I buy open stock things from, like Polychromos, Neocolours, and they'll quite often have 3 for 2 sales. Well, not quite often, occasionally they'll have 3 for 2 sales. They'll often have 20% off everything, 30% off everything. Recently Cult Pens had a 3 for 2 on all pencils, so I made good use out of that. Ooh, my belly just rumbled crazily then. You're in the USA. There you go, Blick. Oh yeah, I can't really comment for USA. But yeah, I have heard of Blick. Lots of people use Blick. But yeah, there's lots of things where it's like, don't buy it at full price. Keep going back watching for it to drop, because it will. It will drop in price. Looking at you, Ohuhu's Ultramarine. For what? Gorgeous, but have nothing in common with other blues. Ah, right, yeah. I know what you mean. There's a specific colour, and it's like a beautiful periwinkly blue. But it's the only one like it. Here, B340. I think it is called periwinkle. Grab it. B340. Lavender Mist. This I love. But B350 is too blue, PB1 too blue as well. This is like a perfect purple toned blue and I love it. I just love that colour. But to blend, like, that's way too much dark. Too much dark? Way too much dark? I don't know. Words, English. But often to compensate that, I will go over it with the same marker after it's dried, because you can get a darker tone that way. But if you're wanting a super blendy look, that's not going to work. Blick has been amazing for me catching sales. It's good. I know it will drop in price. Yeah, almost everything will. It really will. Like, I was on the hunt for a while for Chroma Flows. I had a price in my mind. I was like, I don't want to pay any more than this. And once it dropped below that, I was like, yep, I'm getting it. How much did I get it for in the end? But Amazon will do a cool thing where it shows you the price history now. Can't remember exactly. I want to say I got it for less than 100, and that's what I was looking for. Oh, I'm on Amazon Japan. Orders. So yeah, just kept checking, because Amazon always has sales as well. Here's the Chroma Flows. Invoice, yeah, £94.78. And that was the lowest it had been in like 90 days or something. Where's it gone now? It's disappeared. There it is. And now currently it's selling for 148. So yeah, I was so glad to get it for the price I did. I can't remember where you find out what the price history is. I think it might have been when you bought it, I'm not sure. Got my Chroma Flows for 118 at Amazon last year. Haven't seen that price lately. Yeah. I think I saw it once for £85 and I should have bought it then. But at the time, I didn't want to add any more pencils to my collection, so I didn't. I was like, okay, next time. And then it just didn't happen. Kept waiting. I think I had about 3 people message me saying, the Chroma Flows are dropped, and I was like, thank you. I ordered it, literally. I can't remember who messaged me, but someone messaged me. I think it might have been Angie. And she was like, look, Jess, I'd literally just woken up to go to work. It was like 6:15 in the morning. Woke up, saw this, and I was like, immediately, buy. I was like, I'm not losing out on that, because sometimes Amazon will have a low price, but it won't last. And then they'll increase it very quickly. So I'm like, if you see a low price, snatch it. Because sometimes they do mistakes as well. You can get some right bargains on Amazon because they incorrectly put the price in. Like, I know lots of people pre-ordered Mythographic Wolf Moon for like $3 or something crazy like that. And it was a price glitch. And they got it for that price. Loaded up on Derwent products this spring because of their sale. In fall I loaded up on Faber-Castell products because of the sale. Yeah, always gotta keep watching. Sounds like me with Taylor Swift merch, but with you with art supplies, literally. Yeah, gotta snap it up when you can. My friend was like, the snow glow dropped. I can't remember what it was I saw one day on... Oh, I remember what it was. It was the Hannah Carlson Colouring Heaven special. Popped up on Vinted, and I was so close to buying it just so that I could pass it on to someone that actually wanted it rather than just some rando. But I was like, no, that seems really silly, so I just copied the link posted it on my YouTube community tab and hoped that someone on there would see it and snatch it up when they did, and by the morning it had already gone. But it was for a pretty fair price as well, for one that went out of print very quickly. But have you guys seen Colouring Heaven this year are doing, or they say they're doing, a bunch of previously sold out popular Colouring Heavens? So if there was something you had your eye on and you see them selling it, get it then, because they have very limited quantities. They just did it, I think it was the Fantasy Figure special. I saw them do a post and they said they've all got special shiny gold covers. So they did the Fantasy, I think it was called Fantasy Figures. It's by Maud Lemoyne, I know that. So if you see it, grab it, because they also said it has very limited stock, so probably smaller than their usual drop. But I thought that was amazing. Yeah, really, really, really. I'm gonna see if I can find the Instagram post to prove it. Don't know what I saw. Oh no, it was an email. So I'm on their email list. Dum da da dum. Where's... oh, it's on here. Colouring Heaven. No, it wasn't that. Was it in my promotions tab? Might have been. Yes. Here we go. This year in Colouring Heaven Presents, we're reissuing some of the most popular sold-out editions of Colouring Heaven Special with collectible foil covers, providing a chance for anyone who missed them first time round to grab a copy, or those to get lucky enough to get another one. Oh, get it last time, get another one. So the second in this series is Fantasy Figures. I don't know what the previous one was. And this is Maud Lemoyne's highly limited stock, so make sure you secure your copy of the sought after reissue. So I'm thinking, are they going to have a Kanoko Agusa on there? Are they going to do some of the... I don't know if they do the pocket ones, because I know a lot of them were very highly sought after. But I want to see what other ones they did. Ooh, you can see my face. Print issues. Go to presents. What else? Oh, I think it might have been Fantasy Cats. That was the reissue. But yeah, still in stock if you want to go on and get that one. I've seen it in stores as well. So I'm assuming they're going to do a few of sold out ones. I'm not sure which, but they will. I mean, if you go, it'll all be sold out ones, and probably ones that were sold out quite quickly, I assume. Yeah, so if you go back on their specials, I'm wondering, yeah, is Dreamtime going to come? Because that was a very popular one. All of these are out of stock. But here you could see the Animal Wonderland, the Kanoko Agusa ones. Fantasy Cats, that was one of them. I don't know if they're going in order. So if I go to the previous page, is this where we're going to see Fantasy Figures? Fledgling Fairies, that could be one. I don't know. I don't know what they are classing as popular and sold out. But we'll see what comes out later this year. There's Fantasy Figures. So yeah, it seems as though they might be backtracking in order, because this one was more recent than the Fantasy Cats. That one. So, Ink House. I don't know. Could be anything. Could be anything. It's exciting. Go. Thought of doing that too with the Mythographic Artist Vaults. It's Walmart's exclusive, but I can never actually find it. Yeah, I want that pocket one. I know you do. Hiya Trini, welcome. Lovely to see you. Hope you're doing well. too late. Too late for what? Oh, not showing my face. Face reveal, if you want to go back in my stream. If I ever have a video where I see like my face is reflected in the screen, I'll blur it out because I don't want it to be on the internet particularly. So I don't even know which ones I would want. Yeah, me either. Like, I really wanted Kaneko Agusa's, which one was it? Enchanted Animals Special. But I was very lucky that someone heard that I wanted it and sent it to me. For a while I wanted Fledgling Fairies, and then I realised that I've pretty much got all of those pages in books that in books with better paper, so I was like, I think I'm going to pass on that. I remember Joe was like, I know you said you were on the lookout for this, and I was at one point, and then I changed my mind. Like, there's some unique images in there, but not enough for me to warrant adding it. And in fact, I think when I first wanted it, all I had was Wildflower Folk, so then it would have been more, I don't know, worth it for me. But now I've got 3. It's more than enough Christine Karen portraits to keep me busy. For sure. You're sick. Sorry to hear you're sick, Trini. Please take care of yourself. Right, I'm going to do blue for the shadows on these ones, but then add a bit of yellow highlight to the top. Now, do we have any suggestions for these icing cupcakes? Do I keep it white, or do I make it a pale yellow, like a creamy colour? Or what? Or what? What do you think? Let me know. Put some pencil transfer on here. Grab the pale yellow. Needs colour, there's a lot of white on the page. Yeah. Cow spots. Not really, I'm joking. Love my cow spots. I mean, it would be a look. Cow spot icing. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. If the pandas are white. And I think if it wasn't for these two, which are directly behind a panda, like if it was just this one, I think it has a nice balance to it. But the fact that these two behind here, yeah. And also the fact that there's the clouds as well. And then it's what colour? Would a pale yellow be too much yellow? Pale pink is the other thing I'm thinking of. What's your favourite book that I've coloured so far? Oh gosh, Trini, that's too much to ask, I'll be honest. I mean, my favourite book in my collection is the Wild Mouse Ururi Journey sketchbook. And I don't know if or what would possibly knock that off its top spot, but it's been my favourite for quite a while now. Pale pink, I think. There's a lot of yellow already. Yeah. I think pale pink would like give it a little something but not be too much. Definitely not as bold as these. Very light. Pink for sure. What artists do you own books from but you colour that artist the least? Ooh, that's a good question. Let's look at my collection. It's hard because some books are untouched, so that would be least, but I'm not going to count those. You know what, I'd say probably at the moment Hannah Carlson. I'm not colouring in much. I'd also say Camilla DeRico, because I've got 5 of her books and I've only coloured 1 page in each of them pretty much. But she's still relatively new to my collection, so that doesn't feel fair either. I've not coloured very much in the Desert Fox Sugumi colouring books. Definitely want to colour more in those. There's a lot of mythographics where I've only coloured in 1 page of them as well. I haven't really been colouring much Jana Basford either recently. Cupcake could also be pale green because there's a lot of green on the page. I struggle with making food green. I just think it looks a bit could look a bit funky, especially the tone of green I've used. If it was more minty, then it would have worked better. It's my favourite colour, pale purple, like a lavender purple. That's my favourite. Jana Basford for me. It's funny because that's what made me think of it. I couldn't remember if you liked Hannah or not. I struggle with Hannah. I just don't think she's my style exactly. I love her art style and I do enjoy colouring her books, but I don't often love them. I just think so many other people colour her so much better, if that makes sense. But like when I do colour her pages, I do really enjoy it. I'm not so drawn to it. I think that's my issue. I'm not drawn to her style as much as others. Right, okay. Let's go for the pink. Where's my peach puff? There it is. I have 2 favourite artists, Jana Basford and Hannah Carlson, and lately RJ Books. Nice. Who would I say is my favourite artist lately? Oh, I coloured a lot recently. I don't know. Thing is, I colour in such a wide variety of books as well. It's hard to pinpoint one favourite, and often I colour multiple pages from different books from that artist because I've got them as a project book or something like that, so that doesn't feel fair. Like I do quite a lot on Camila Angelkova, but that's because I'm doing 2 projects for that. Like Morgan O'Brien I colour a lot, but again, projects. Really like her style, but I do find it more challenging than others, and like you said, some people do it so well. Yeah. I think they really lend themselves to mixed media as well. Like I've got Seasons and I've got Daydreams, and they were my first 2 Hannah Carlson books. and I think my style has developed so much more these days that I don't really like what I've done in either of them. I don't think it's great. I think they're quite flat, quite boring, because I mainly just use pencils. But I'm colouring a page in Magical Dawn at the moment. I've done just the background. I'm loving that. It's looking great. What about Coco Wire books? I don't really have any Coco Wires. I've got a couple of Cute and Cozies. I'm really not been drawn to the Cute and Cozies recently. I think the cute quick pages are what I colour the most of, but I don't know if I'd say that any of those are my favourite artist. Yeah, it's like, I always say Eerie is my favourite artist, but I don't nearly colour enough of her pages. Oh, you know what's a good way of seeing what my favourite artist at the moment is? Checking my journal. Because I have 26 focus artists, which isn't all of my artists, but it's genuinely the majority of them. And I wrote down in the first quarter so I can see which are the most. Some of them are inflated. Yeah, so Lulu Mayo I've done a lot because I've got it as a project book, so I wouldn't class that. Done a lot of Morgan O'Brien, again project book. Maria Troll. That's quite... Oh, yeah, I know why that's quite high. Because of Sargon, my full book, because I do 2 pages a month from that. RJ Hampson, and that's because I've been doing a page a month for Lost and Found at least, and I've also what's it called? Been doing a page a month for Dana Daydreams and Colour, her themes for the month. So most is probably Mel Pomeni, and that was because she was my focus artist for March, which again inflates it. Diane Dufour, been doing it a page a month for my... So yeah, all of these, there's a lot of them because I've been doing it for other reasons. I've done quite a few of the Tokameku, 6 for Tokameku series. But yeah, the highest ones have a reason for that, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. But yeah, where's Eerie? Eerie, done 2 for the first quarter. Did a few in Sarah Sevchik, I did 3. And there's somewhere I've done none. Sugumi, Isiku, which I've already done one already. Hannah Carlson, Lydia Fenwick, and yeah, those are the only ones that I haven't coloured in this first quarter. Don't know how well you can see this. I can see it, but kind of small and hard to tell because of the coloured backgrounds. I wonder if Rob Parkinson has or will do any other books. I know. I'd love to see that book, but with different animals. Because there's so many different themes. You could even do Capybara Cuties too. Because there's so many other themes you could do. So many more seasonal stuff. Like often looking through, you're like, oh, there's only this one. There's only one Christmas page. You could have way more Christmas pages. Yeah, so like seeing that all together, like I'm pleased if I do 1 or 2 from a certain artist in a quarter, because I just colour in so many different books. It's not necessarily one that I keep reaching for time and time and time again. Right, I think the pink was definitely the right addition for those cupcakes. And it's a nice light pink, so not too in your face. Last thing, I'm just gonna get some white paint pen highlights, and I'm gonna do the gold off camera just because I don't want to do it on camera, honestly. And I also need to wrap up as it will be tea time soon. Yeah, Klara Markova is one of those artists it's not for me, and I don't like her. Yeah, Yeah, because with the cutie colouring books, it's been Suzanne Washington who's done a lot of them recently. I think the first one was the capybara one, and he's only done that one, which is a shame. I've got my eye on Highland Cow Cuties. If that's the same as like capybara cuties, then I am sold. But if not, then I'm not sold. I'm trying to be picky with them. Come on. You have so many artists who doesn't like you? Oh, that I don't like? Do you mean? Yeah, I mean, we all have our preferences though, and that's fine. Oh, way too much there. Right, I think that's it. All bits on the cake stand. Right, couple of eye shinies. I've done them all. Yeah, there we go. Right, done. Tell me about tea time. I'm so interested by this since we don't do this in the US. Ali, yes you do. Because tea time is dinner time. It's the same thing. It's our evening meal. Yeah. In the UK we say dinner and we say tea. It tends to be more people in the north say tea, people in the south say dinner, although where I come from I grew up saying tea. But yeah. Highland Cow Cuties on Amazon, Suzanne Washington. Yeah, I'm interested to see it before getting it. But yeah, we're done with this page. Now what I want to do before I go is go through Fragile World and have a think about what page I want to do on live next month. And also the same for Greek. Sirens du Monde. Greek! Was my favourite tea. I just like English breakfast. Basic builder's brew. Right, I definitely want to do a sync page. And I don't know if I want to do an underwater scene again, because I just did one. Probably should have saved that for Mermaid, but I was just feeling inspired by it. Yeah, like black tea. Tea time sounds more fun than just dinner. I tend to say dinner, to be honest, just, you know, it's more universally known, but yeah, tea time. Tea time. Ooh. I do like the orangutan, and it would be nice to have 2 pages next to each other done. I feel like he would be quite relaxing to do, quite repetitive. So that's a potential. That's what I just did. I did go through and outline all the bubbles and add glaze. I don't know if you can pick that up. No. I love that page, but no. I just don't feel like it right now. The rhino or the tiger could be cool. Just only tea for breakfast, I think. Oh no, it is a type of tea. English breakfast is a type of, that's like your basic standard tea. I drink tea in the afternoon personally. I'm a coffee in the morning kind of girl, and tea in the afternoon. Elephant? No. I wonder what the animal for the wild yarrow colour is going to be for May. I said I didn't want to do water, but this is different. This is not an underwater scene. I like colouring the surface of water, so I quite like the hippo. Alright, put a finger in that as well. There's so many doubles in this. I do want to do this butterfly, but I don't want to do it now. I think I'm going to save that for June. So that's going to be June's page. Be nice having both of those next to each other. I'll put them both on stream. Hiya Sue, welcome. I am just about to finish. Well, that one's quite cute. See that with a soft pastel background. Quite zoomed in, to be honest. Penguins now. At the Gloriella. Okay. I'm gonna get some flags. So I'm thinking hippo. I'll show these in my plans video. I'm thinking rhino. And orangutan. And those are my options for May. Yeah, really like the look of the hippo right now actually. Yes, it is almost tea time for me. And then Sirens du Monde, got a colour in this. What am I feeling drawn to? I think I'm feeling like doing something like, kind of like a classic mermaid, if that makes sense. Not one that's like particularly themed. That's the one I did last year. And I kind of feel like doing something towards the front half of the book, because I've done 2 in the back half of the book. Is anyone else like that? You like to spread the love throughout the book? That's the one I did for 2024. Oh, I love that. I said I didn't want to do a themed one, but I love that. You know what that's an opportunity for? Pink sky. I've talked about this a lot recently, but I'm a bit obsessed with pink skies. And I feel like that's nice for it being spring. It's probably the only like spring-like page in here. So I'm going to flag that as an option. And it's nice having a few mermaids and a merman. How am I doing? What's the stream happening on the 28th? So in 2 days' time, Vera and I are doing like a tag team stream. So she's going to be live in the morning from, I'm going to go by my time, 10 till 2 PM. Which for her is 11 till 3 PM. I do like this one. I feel like that's quite classical. And then I'm going to be live 2 till 6 PM, so we're each doing 4 hours-ish of live stream, trying to get a lot of our whips completed before the end of the month. So I'm going to see how many I can do in that one live. I'm going to have a bunch of pages prepped and hopefully quick, easy finishes. But yeah, looking forward to that. So I'll be live for a good chunk. Quite like this as well. I like the fishes. Look at this one down here. Look at those bulbous eyes. Saying you like to spread my pages out in books? Yeah. Oh, another cherry blossomy one. I prefer the other one though, there's more going on in it. It's tropical. Oh, otters. Can't do all the otters. There's a page right near the front, this one, that I really do love. Yeah, that's the last one. I think if I did this, I would try and use Neo colours in the background, because it's quite a big background, and alcohol marker backgrounds in this don't work the best. Because this is the art therapy paper, and it's so thirsty. Like, it's the thirstiest paper I've ever had in my life. I'm bummed that's the day I have to go to my mum's house so we can go to Alabama, so I'm going to miss it probably. Oh, yeah, you might be able to lurk. No worries. I'm going to flag. I feel like these two are vaguely similar. Like they're both mermaids with fish and lots of seaweed. Just different kinds. Like this has got a whole bunch of different goldfish, whereas this is more kind of koi. I'm going to flag them both, and I'll go through the options in my plans video when I get to them. Try and be there then. Nice. Yeah. It was Vera's idea. She was like, "Oh, we could do a stream together." I tried looking into like going live together, but it only works for vertical, which wouldn't work. So these are my options from this book. We got the cherry blossom one, the goldfish, no, the koi fish one, then the goldfish one, and the seal one, which Geordie Colours said this would work for Colour the Fairy Tales, with the seal. It's kind of vaguely Selkie-ish, although I do have a Selkie page planned. But there we go, that is all for today's stream. Managed to have an idea of what I want to do for next month's live stream. I still want to do a page from Sorcière et Creature Férique. Still want to do a page from that. I wanted to do it this month, but I ran out of time. Still want to do Tiny Tales Volume 3. And I also had a request for fairy folklore. So we'll see. I'll prioritise the first two first. But we'll see if I get the chance. But yeah, that is all. Reminder, I'm going live on Tuesday this week, 2 till 4 PM. I'm going to try and finish as many whips as I can. I will probably have a tracker up over here. Just track how many pages I finish. It's going to be a lot of pages that are almost done, so I can quickly whip them out. But yeah, thank you everybody for joining me. I hope you have a good rest of your day, or evening, or morning, or whatever time it is for you. Thank you for hanging out with me. It's great to get this one done. I will do this gold border later this evening. Yeah, I will enjoy my tea time. And yeah, thanks for joining me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye everybody.